And so we begin episode 37 of our privateer pirate campaign. Our crew has been locked in battle with two Vudrian ships covering the retreat of a badly damaged ship from Jinnereth in the promise that they would receive pay. It being the first time they've battled this kind of foe, they've discovered that the Vudrians have had ships crewed by hordes of zombies that have been controlled by a small group of vampires who have been using magic to control them. The basically the crew has caught them somewhat off guard with a rather aggressive attack that then resulted in boarding actions, and someone like Bingo snuck beneath deck and caused even more chaos. In the midst of all this, the second very badly Vudrian ship has returned and boarded the Batea, the frigate commanded nominally by Captain Silas, but in his absence by Haldir. And an all-out desperate fight is now occurring with the crew trying to prevent their own ship being taken and trying to defeat the remainder of the zombies left on the ship they had themselves boarded. Below decks, Mug has been fighting two separate vampires and has riddled at least the nearest one with bullets that have hurt it but don't seem to be having the impact that was intended. In combination, both Silas and Bingo has managed to take down the third of the vampires that was below deck. So I will start with a number of things happening. For those of you that are here, I'll get a initiative roll just so that we can pop you all into your orders.
Oh, we're doing another initiative?
Yep. Just so that I've got the order that you'll be in for when events occur.
I assume I can't add acrobatics to this.
Unfortunately, no. There is a specific feat that, focus that does give you initiative, so if you take that eventually, you can get a +2 to your initiative roll.
Yeah, I think I actually have that.
It is worth picking up.
Initiative focus. Yeah. Oh wow. I think Mug is first.
Potentially.
That depends on
I guess we'll see.
Also depends on some people's dexterity.
Also, shit, I really wish this was like an attack roll or something.
Right. So, move those out. So, I've got so much roll stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it a 666?
Almost, but no. I would have been a lot more angry if I wasted the 666 on this.
Yup. It's a legendary being quick.
There are some situations where you don't want that.
Yup. You don't want to be legendary renowned for being the fast one.
Right, so Silas is... Oh, Jesus, Mug is eager.
Well, Mug realized
Gotta
that
finish
the
this
sooner
up
you start
first.
a fight, the more you get punished.
So 21, that was a 19, Silas? 18.
No, it's 18 for Silas and 19 for Wisp. I mean, all of our initiatives were quite good.
This is going to make things really interesting then.
Yeah. I'm guessing all the vampires are really behind.
Bhajiri will get that. Haldir got a 13. Yep. Oops, wrong sheet. That sheet. And next there. So. And okay. Don't worry.
Don't worry, they just rolled a 26 on initiative.
No, your crew just rolled a 6.
In total.
Oh.
In
Oh,
Your crew are a little behind the 8 ball.
Okay,
Mug will train them.
all of them get 150 lashes with the cat of nine tails after this.
So
Ruh-roh.
2.
It's okay. If Mug trains them, it will be fine.
Ooh, they all get forced workouts with Mug at the time of Verity's choosing.
So Silas, your
Yep.
dex is 3. Alright. Based on that, so Silas goes there. Which means this is going to happen at the exact same time. Haldir scrapes in just before the vampires. And last in the turn order is your crew.
150 lashes with the cat of nine for them.
So, very first up, Mug, you are currently locked in combat with 2 very pissed off vampires that both
Yep.
wielding longswords trying to cut you down.
And not succeeding. And Mug has been like shooting them with just a gun.
Yep, so far they've been slightly disadvantaged by their fellow who decided to plunge them into darkness, but...
Yeah.
Oh shit, we solved that issue for them.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there is anything better than Mug trying to shoot them again.
Well, Mug asked us not to come steal the kills, right? Good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
And then,
swap to your melee weapons.
I could, but then that wouldn't be magical.
No, but it does more damage.
Yeah.
What good is magical if it's like 1 point of magical damage each turn instead of 6 non-magical damage?
Yeah. I guess I don't really know. I don't know what to use.
Well, what would Mug do when they realise that shooting it has not been having a heap of an effect with the pistol?
Yeah. I guess Mug would get frustrated and just take out the two-handed maul.
Yep.
And be like, yeah, okay, I'm taking care of this now. I can see you well. Okay, let's see if I can replicate that roll a bit better this time. Shit. And then I just roll really badly. I won't even hit them. I guess.
Well, depends on what you rolled.
I mean, it's pretty sad. So, is it? I add fighting to.
Yes, fighting to hit.
And yeah, and do I get anything for aiming or?
You can take the aim minor action, so that will buff it by +1.
Okay. But it's probably still not enough. Oh man. this one is just a shit roll. It's only 11. So.
Okay, unfortunately that will miss.
Yeah.
So the vampire is going to see
yeah.
you swap your weapon, realize what's going to happen, and he's going to leap back rapidly just as you swing. So
Yeah.
your hammer's going to basically slam and crack some of the planks in the wall.
I'll get you next time.
Yeah. So second on the list is Whisp.
I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing until like people are starting to come overboard.
Yep. So
Or on board, actually.
not a problem. So you'll notice that some of the zombies have made it onto your ship, but once again they've lost focus as the vampire's been hit by spells.
Then I'm going to do what I've done the other time they were doing it.
Yeah,
on
so
our,
you're luring...
So either way.
Yeah, you're basically luring the zombies along, and some of them are falling off on over the sides of the ships while they're uncontrolled.
Mm-hmm.
So Silas, you were currently passed out on the floor and starting to come through too.
Yeah, I was going to be awake right now, I believe.
Yep, you were awake, and you're going to actually wind up having this current turn shared. You're going to feel yourself grabbed by the back of your coat, and you're going to be lifted up and planted back on your feet.
I'm going to look around, see who did that.
Seda is standing right beside you, and she did that one. She did that one-handed.
So Seda is the...
She is the
Dog.
female orc warrior,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll just drop the picture in for reference for you again.
Quick reference for you, because she did that one-handed.
Yep.
Silas is more heavy than a normal human being.
Yep. She still
Okay.
did that one-handed.
Okay.
And yeah, look at the picture.
Fair.
She's a cool lady.
She's badass. I'm gonna look over,
Yeah,
see her, and
she
go.
was just fist fighting Mug earlier. So.
So
Yeah.
she's going to take one look at you as well, give you a wink and say, "Cover me." Draws the biggest sword you've seen, and she'll charge. So
Okay.
you'll get to shoot, or whatever action you choose to do, as she runs up.
I switch to my blunderbuss,
Yep.
and I'm gonna take a position where I hit 2 vampires,
Yep. Can do.
and I'm gonna fire.
Yep.
See, this is how you start combat.
That's not fair.
Don't worry.
I did try.
So I didn't roll a... Well, I didn't roll a 666, but at this point I don't believe that matters. Because my total is 26 to try and hit.
That will be a hit.
With 6 stunt points.
Yep. Cedar didn't stunt, but she
Oh, wow.
also hit.
Yeah, that's a lot of extra.
What I'd like to do, what I'd like to do is I'd like to, lethal blow.
Yep.
And also rapid reload. Oh no, you know what? That's worth it. Rapid reload.
Yep.
So then my lethal blow is 2 more d6s.
Yep.
So that's...
I wanted to do well as well. This is unfair.
I think you might find that having Seda in the mix might help that.
Oh yeah, because we can actually flank and stuff.
Yes, you will on your next round of combat get a +1 automatically because these two are now flanked.
12 plus 8 is 20 points of damage exact if I did the maths correct.
Yep. So what I'm going to say is you've shot both of them.
That's 20 damage to each.
Yep. Basically, you've caught them in the back, completely unguarded, and although the
Yeah,
shot
they were paying attention to Mug.
has spread out after it's been fired from your blunderbuss, you can see that it has peppered them. They are bleeding from multiple wounds in their back.
I'm gonna turn around.
Yep.
And just, disengage.
Yep.
Can I look into a room on the side of the Pitaya and see if I can see the deck of the ship from here?
So you're going to try and look through one of the gaps.
Yeah.
Roll a perception scene.
Okay.
Because you're basically going to be trying to be looking upwards. Right.
I get a +6 to it if it helps, but it's still a triple 1.
So you're going to go into
Yeah.
a side room.
Oi, don't be happy with your
And
teammates failing.
so you step into a side room after you take that shot and realize that the only way you're going to get a view is you're going to have to move one of these barrels to step up onto it. In doing so, you knock this barrel over and the contents slosh all over the floor.
What is it?
It's the vampire's rations, so this is a barrel of blood you've just spilt all over the floor.
Oh, nice one.
So what I'll get you to do...
What level would this be? Because I assume this would be either challenging or expert, at the least.
I'd say it's a challenging, but you will still get
It's
a
a lot of blood.
You will get a +1 to the roll as a buff
From
Seda being within range currently.
oh,
Is it triple
yeah.
one?
No, this is not a triple 1.
Is it a triple
close
6?
No, also not.
Aw.
So I rolled a 2, a 1, and a 1. I get a +1 from Seda being there, so that
Yep.
means 5. And then I get a -1 from it being my willpower. So back to 4.
Right.
Oh.
Silas?
Yeah. Well, it's good that you had that critical hit because now you're out.
Yeah.
At least I did something to show for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but Mug will finish them off.
What I
was
will
not
say
stealing his kills.
Is that you fall out backwards, so you fall back out the door that you just entered in on.
Nice.
Let me just double check. The damage has been... Oh, I haven't added it to them. 52 minus that. And then Seda has rushed up behind these two vampires and swung a two-handed sword overhead and sunk it heavily into the shoulder of the second vampire next to you, Mug, and also badly hurt it. Where both of them didn't seem to be registering much in the way of you shooting at them, they're now looking pretty badly hurt.
Now Mug wants to show that he can also make mincemeat out of them. So.
Yep, can do. Next up on deck, we have
can try.
Haldir.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, last time there was a vampire that was starting shooting at me.
Yes, there was a vampire shooting at you.
Punch it.
Though he definitely didn't hit. So for a moment, Haldir is gonna stop throwing lightning bolts at him and try and cast Protective Winds, which will give me more defense.
Yep.
And I succeeded my target number. Great. So I now have a +2 to defense versus range attacks, and anyone adjacent to me suffers a -1 when trying to make melee attacks.
Not a problem.
I'm surrounded by wind.
Yep.
Useful.
Right. So the winds pick up around you and start swirling in a protective manner. The vampires are now going to launch into their turn. Now, Seda on her charge screamed a battle cry at them, so they get a -1.
Oh wow, they don't like battle cries.
They don't like battle cries from her in particular.
I mean, I would definitely get a -1 as well if Seda started judging me wanting to kill me.
Yep.
Basically, it was something along the lines of ripping their fangs out and shoving it down their throats.
Oh nice.
I'd like to see her do that.
She is going to damn well try. So the vampires are going to attempt. They're both, or one of them's going to attempt to attack you, Mug. One's switching its focus to try and attack Seda. Let's see. What do they get as a bonus?
Mijn geluid stond per ongeluk aan in.
I'm going to presume a 16 hits you, Mug.
Yeah, 16 will hit.
Yeah. And they're using currently these, so yeah, it's effectively the same as theirs. It does 11 damage, which you can shrug some of that off your armor.
Okay, yeah, so it does look here, so yeah, okay.
And the other one's going to swing at Seda. We get, once again, that. Let me double check her defense. I don't think it's that high. Yeah, it ain't. It's hitting Seda.
Was it magic damage or just
Nope,
normal?
it's straight. Basically, they've swung a longsword at you.
Oh yeah,
And just
Mug is
slashed you.
used to that.
Yeah. And the other one has slashed at Seda. She managed to deflect a reasonable amount of it off the armor, but she is bleeding.
Mug is just getting more fired up by the hit. And shouting, "Oh, make mincemeat out of you!"
When the vampire hisses at Seda, she hisses back.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
And the vampire on deck against you, Haldir, is actually going to leap aboard and basically start shoving zombies in your general direction.
Oh boy. Good luck, Haldir.
Although he is in direct sunlight, so... he takes that damage.
It was nice knowing you, Haldir.
Thankfully, the winds are kind of protecting me, and I think when
Against
Haldir sees the vampire jump on deck, he like calls out like, "Wisp, vampire on deck!"
Yeah.
Ah.
As it leaps across, you do see that its skin seems to be sort of flickering and burning. And with that, that's their turn. The crew will do their bits.
Poor little Haldir can't even be the zombie apocalypse on his ship. See, that's why you have a real cat.
We are back
You
up.
still haven't bet the vampires yet.
I've murdered a vampire.
You're knocked out cold at the moment.
Yup, but I've also murdered a vampire.
No.
He'll consider he's done his bit. He has shot them a fair bit.
He has shot them. He hasn't murdered any of them.
Mug, you're up.
Someone stole my kill.
Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, you kind of gave it up when you passed out.
No, I passed out after it was killed.
Okay, it's not a terrible roll, but again, no stun points. I hate this so much.
You
Why
get
do I
a
not
+1
get
for
stun
aiming
points?
and a +1 for flanking.
Can I use aiming for something else, because I'm probably going to hit it anyway. So instead of aiming.
Instead of aiming,
anything
yes,
You could move instead of aiming.
You can also try and do more damage. Let me double check the
Yes,
minor
that's what I want to do.
actions. Do.
Also, Haldir, yes, I did murder a vampire. I decapitated one with a cannon.
I guess that's true. Yes.
I got first kill.
True.
I got
True.
first
True.
blood. I just realized, wait, that happened.
Alright, so there's two things you can do. You can go for an all-out attack instead of a regular attack, which will give you +1 damage, but -1 defense next turn. Or you can also, and that's just your main action. Your minor action, instead of the aim, if you want, you can do a guard up and increase your defense by +1.
No, let's try all out attack.
Well, you can actually
Yeah.
do both of those,
Oh, okay.
so you won't technically lose the defense.
Okay. Can I really do both?
Because one's a major action, the other's a minor.
Yeah, but okay, so the all-out attack includes me actually attacking as well.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So actually, does a 13 hit? If not,
Is
then
that
I screwed up.
Is that including the +1 for flanking?
Yeah. Oops. I might have screwed up then.
A 13 will just miss, but you can.
Oh.
What I will say, you can swap the guard up for the aim.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
That
let's
will
do
just scrape a hit. So I'll allow that.
Thank you. Okay, so Mug is not guarding, just trying to hit them.
Yeah.
Trying to make mincemeat out of them. Yeah, okay.
So what we can say is Mug
Fine.
thought about aiming and then
Thought about
Sorry, thought
playing
about
defense.
thought about playing defense
Right.
when stuff there's no a good defense is a good offense.
Yeah. And then I just roll shit for damage as well.
How much damage do you roll?
Shit. So it's 2d6. But I add like +8 to it, +1 for the
Yep.
thingy.
Weapon details. Using a mold, right?
Yes. So that's yeah. It's +1 for the all-out attack, right?
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
2d6 +3 plus your strength.
Yes. Yeah.
Which-
So that's
12
total.
damage. That's still
total 12.
quite respectable. And that include the +1 for the all-out attack.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So that's 12 points of damage. So yeah. So Mug is shouting mincemeat. And
Mug is just chanting that at this point.
yeah.
You hear a bone like crack as you swing that. And the vampire hisses and staggers under the hit.
Nice.
Silas, I will say that since you didn't crit fail that pass out roll, you will wake up at this turn, staring at the roof. You crit failed the seeing, not the.
Yeah, it was the sideline, not the which exposed the blood, not the.
Yeah. So you will pick yourself up, or basically wake up and be able to pick yourself up. And it is your turn.
Silas will go.
Well, actually, I will say, sorry, I skipped. Whisp, are you still dancing people off the deck, or are you going to engage that vampire?
How far away is the vampire from me?
I'm going to say about 20 yards.
How far can I move for a minor action? If I want to get within 10 yards?
You could move about half that, give or take. So you can move about 10 yards. Depending on your speed, I think you're a bit faster.
Would I...
Where's your character sheet? PC characters, level 6. Your speed is 16, so you could move nearly the entire way if you wanted.
Okay. I want to get close enough that I can mark him from death, and then I want to try and shoot him.
Yeah, you could easily do that.
Okay.
As a straight up move action, you can move up to just inside 10 yards away and shoot.
Cool.
Yep, so you can move into position and shoot.
Perfect.
And down below decks, Silas, I presume you're going to pick yourself up?
Yes, definitely. And then I'm gonna try and climb onto the deck of the Pitaya.
Oh.
Yep. So you're climbing through the hole?
Yep.
Yeah, you very carefully don't look down the entire way and pretend it's water.
Yep.
And climb through the gap and up onto the deck. You will basically poke yourself up and witness Whisp shooting the vampire that's rushing across deck.
Well done. Now I'd like to also add a bullet into his face.
Yep. I'll just double check that Whisp actually hits.
19.
That is a hit.
In that case, yeah, Silas will go, well done.
And Whisp, you can also use your pinpoint attack.
Yep. But I get 2 of them now.
Yep.
Wait, you get 2 pinpoint attacks?
Yep.
Nice. Now I'm wondering what you took to do that. Oh, you get more damage from pinpoints, right? For the assassin journeyman.
Yep.
Awesome.
In the meantime, Silas, are you going to also shoot?
Yes. Let me roll that.
Yeah. Feel free to roll that, because unless by some miracle a lot of damage gets done, this vampire will still be up. 25 damage.
That
Glenn,
is a lot of damage.
I'd like to switch to my arquebus now because there's only one vampire.
Yep.
Oh, so did we take out one of the vampires?
So
Nope,
20.
I'm in a different
Oh,
fight
yeah.
now.
Yeah, okay, well, you went to help Haldir.
Yeah, I left you guys because I heard screaming coming from the ship that I'm supposed to be the captain of.
Ah, good idea.
Who was screaming?
Well, a lot of your crew currently.
Several crew members.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it wasn't like...
There was suddenly a vampire and also zombies. And like a different angle than I expected. And then most crew expected at that point, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure Seda and Monk can take care of the 2 other vampires. It'll be easy peasy.
If not, just admit that you'll need my help and Silas will immediately come rushing for you.
Nah.
Yeah.
You're not going to admit that, ever.
Nah.
So, my attack roll is a number, and it's maths. That one. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 3 is 15.
That's a hit.
Plus 5 is... yeah, that one. Okay, and
Whisp,
I believe
your
that's-
crossbow bolt has literally slammed right in where the heart should be, and this creature has
Wait.
staggered backwards.
Wait. Are the bolts like iron tipped or are they wooden stakes?
They aren't it.
Damn it!
Close enough. It was close.
It's still a long shaft of wood.
Yep.
So
Whereas normally the vampires have, at least that you've seen, have hissed when they've taken this damage. This one's all but screamed.
So that's the person who screams.
Ah!
Was that the scream?
What kind of weapon does this vampire have?
Like the others, it's carrying a sword.
My plan is that it no longer has a sword. I'm using disarm.
Yep.
And I'm using mighty blow.
Okay, yep.
And I'm using pierce arm and a rapid reload.
Roll your damage.
oh god, so many things.
Okay, can I also pinpoint attack this one?
Let me double check your speed.
My actual speed or my dexterity?
Dexterity.
Which one do you need? Dexterity is 3.
Unfortunately, no.
Aww.
This thing is fast.
I'll take out his knees next. Okay, so in that case, my damage is 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 is 8, 11, 16 damage, I think. And that's with pierce armor.
Yep. So it
Wait,
halves its armor.
wait, what did I do? Did I also do mighty blow?
Yes,
No,
you
right?
did.
Oh, I did. In that case, I need to roll one more d6. That's a 6. So that makes 22 damage.
22. Half the armor. This is hilarious. Your shot hits it high on the shoulder and rips the arm and the sword off.
Oh.
Nice.
It has literally
This-
been disarmed.
It is clinging to its shoulder, bleeding profusely, and like almost falling to its knees, screaming. Due to the angle that you've like come up on deck, you don't have to witness too much of the blood.
Oh, thank God.
It's gonna be more mess to clean up.
Nope. That's what we have crew for.
So Sada's going
I
to
believe
attack.
most of the crew need punishment for being slow in this fight. So I'll just have 2 of them clean up blood.
I also remember something about Verity and
Nope.
Wisp having to
Nope.
clean the deck at some point.
Nope.
Ah,
That's
see
never
now-
been confirmed.
See now that is a conversation Haldir and Silas will be having after this fight.
So Sada's going to swing and hit the vampire that she's tackled. And once again, her blade chunks deep into this thing. She goes for the other shoulder this time, almost like she's trying to hack its head like a freaking lumberjack.
Wow.
And she just did. That's 5. That's a 4. Math-wise, considering its armor, that's still quite useful. Both the vampires facing you, Mug, are looking in pretty poor shape now.
Nice.
So Sada's turn was 4. Haldir, you are next up.
Great. Well, this vampire seems to have a really bad day now. So
You're looking
let's
at
make
it,
it even
And
worse.
without a joke, it looks like a stiff wind could blow it over.
How far away is it from me?
From where you are, I would say about 20 yards.
20 yards. Okay.
I'll I'll be right back. Sorry.
Not a problem.
Which means a lightning bolt to the face is the correct approach.
Go for it.
And I cast my lightning bolt with 2 stun points.
Ready up?
Let me just find my stun table. The one thing I forgot to open up.
Yep. Well, you've got a choice of 3 stunts there.
Yeah.
Mighty spells, skillful casting, or powerful casting.
Yeah, I'm gonna skillfully cast my lightning bolts, so I don't use as much mana on it.
Yep.
Since it seems like I don't need to worry too much about its actual health.
Yep, so just roll to pass the check to see if the spell works.
Yeah, well, the spell did work.
Okay. I'm going to say no need to roll damage.
Okay.
Because it had 1 hit point left.
Hooray!
So you just hold one hand out, fingers pointed at it, summon a lightning bolt that lances across the deck and just sends this creature flying off the side.
Yes!
Out into the ether.
Poof!
And with its death, the zombies effectively one by one start to collapse on that side of the ship.
Nice.
Very, very nice, very nice.
That brings up... Once I pull up the right turn order, here we go. He's dead. So I'm going to put next to him. The 2 vampires down with you, Mug. One of them's going to attack you again. And this time that's a 14. Does that hit you?
I'm back.
Yeah, that would definitely hit, especially since
Okay.
I think that I'm lower now because I was doing the all-out attack anyway.
Oh, bloody hell. This time it actually did do a good hit. So that did... Let me actually open up the right sheet. There we go. 16 damage.
Oh, okay. So Mug is finally grunting. Finally a good fight!
Yeah.
You're more than scratching me.
You kind of feel like the
16 total?
Yep, 16 total. You feel like it put absolutely everything it could into that swing.
Yeah, okay.
And the other one's attacking.
Is this the most you
Saber.
can do?
It's gonna hit Seda and it's gonna do this. Right. So Mug, you're going to see this.
Oh.
The
no.
other one is going to push right up into Seda, grab her by the hair, pull her head to the side, and bite her neck right in front of you.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Wait, Seda's being bitten?
Yeah? Okay, so I guess Mug is attacking that vampire now. He's like, oh no! You won't be doing that! And tries to attack that vampire. I think it's going to be Mug's turn very soon.
Yeah.
So whenever that happens, he's going to be targeting that one.
Noted. She staggers backwards out from the grip of the thing, clutching at her neck and swearing in Orcish, which you probably don't understand, so
Nah.
you just hear a lot of harsh sounds that sound like someone swearing.
I'm sure Mug can understand without understanding the words.
You get the general gist that she is pissed. How much?
Hey, don't worry, Seda. I will make mincemeat out of this shit.
So she takes 6 plus that. I'll take a note of that damage.
That's not even honorable fighting. You don't bite your opponent. That's funny.
So, with Seda's turn up. Oh, sorry, that was the vampire's turn up. Crew are going to start finishing off as many of the zombies as they can, and Mug, you are back at the top of the list.
Oh, okay. So now I'm trying to roll well to finally protect Seda or something. Mug is probably doing all-out attack again because he doesn't care about defense at this stage. Yeah! Okay, I have 2 stun. I mean, the 2 stun points are better than none.
Yep, they're still useful.
2 is still enough for a mighty blow, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Plus 6. Do I still get stuff from flanking?
You do get a +1 because Seda is effectively on the other side of this creature and automatically flanking. The 2 of you are basically giving each other a +1.
Okay, so I can get 14 now.
Yep.
With that.
Yep. You hit with that, so you can use your 2 stunt points and do damage.
Yeah. So is Mighty Blow?
Mighty Blow is 2 points.
Yeah. So that's probably the best I can do at this stage, isn't it? Yeah. So I could try knock prone, but that doesn't. Yeah. Oh, I could try disarm.
Yeah, you could try and disarm it.
See, that works if you go for the shoulder. I found out.
Oh, okay. So I could do either Mighty Blow or Pierce. Do they look like they're wearing armor?
From what you can see, they're wearing like leather armor. It seems to be light leather armor, but the way that they've been reacting to your hits, it seems like naturally they've been sort of absorbing some of it as well.
Oh, okay. So do you think Pierce armor is better than Mighty Blow?
Potentially you could shave off a bit of the damage protection they've got.
But so isn't Pierce armor going? Oh,
Well, Pierce armor will only halve it, rounded down, whereas Mighty Blow can give you up to 6.
Okay. Let's do Mighty Blow then.
Yep.
So because that will be 3d6, and let's hope this. Okay, let's try to roll well, because trying to protect Seda is motivating them. Oh fuck! That didn't.
Don't forget you get to plus your strength to that.
I know, but it's a shit roll. I can still be annoyed at a shit roll. I think this was 15 points of damage.
Noted. Let me just.
Look how yeah, because I'm still doing all-out attack. So
Yep.
If that's possible to do.
Yep, that is possible
that's why
to
there's
do.
an extra plus. Yeah.
Yep. That is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mug is trying to make mincemeat out of the one that attacked Seda.
Yep. Noted. So you've done 50. That's not shit damage, just to be honest. That was more damage than Seda did.
I know, but it's a shit. It's a shit roll.
What you mean is it could have been even more.
Yeah. I mean, did you see that I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3?
Yep. Max.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
But I got 15 points.
Yeah, so basically what you've done is you've taken your two-handed maul, pulled it back as if you're going to do an overhand swing, and instead just thrust it forward and cracked a whole bunch of its ribs.
Okay, that's good.
So, turn order-wise, that's going to bring us up to Whisp. Now, from the perspective of Whisp, Haldir, and Edric, the deck of the Batea is being secured. Your crew have started dealing with the zombies that are basically just dropping from the ship that attempted to board you. And the only zombies that you can see that are still up are on the ship wedged between the Cirrus and the Batea.
Nice. Is the vampire on deck still alive?
It is very dead. In fact, you saw Haldir blasted off the deck altogether with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
You only have bolt.
In that case, whose turn is it?
Mine.
It will be
Is
Wisp first, then Edric.
Think it's wise to go up there, Captain?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way then.
Wait, sorry, out of character for a second. Up where?
Yeah. The ship with the vampire on it. The other one.
Oh yes, that's always a good idea.
All of you agreed that you didn't even know what I was talking about.
The ship
That's
sandwiched
out of
between the
character.
Batea and the...
That's not in
Serious.
character Silas making a bad choice. That's out of character me being tired.
Sure.
That's fair. So, yep, you can board that ship. There's a number of zombies still between the crew and the way downstairs, which is where Mug went.
Just gonna try and dodge them.
Yep, you can.
And they're just gonna drop down dead anyway, so.
Yep. So, you're going to try and rush through. I'll get you to do a dexterity check, acrobatics if you have it. And zombies will try and grab you as you go past.
$17.
Uh,
Could they add stealth to that?
I'd say normally yes, but you won't need to.
Okay.
So you've just rushed through and just with like gently pushing groping arms out of the way and ducking under some of the grasps that they try to throw your way, you've barreled on through the door and you're now on the stairs above Mug and Seda, and you can see the two vampires fighting between them.
Cool.
Mug is shouting, "This is a good fight!" Why trying to make mincemeat out of the vampires?
Well, considering Mug's using a hammer, it's probably more tenderized meat.
Yeah. He's tenderizing them, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I think you can also see that Seda is bleeding from the neck, and Mug is just has some general
Like cuts and grazes.
cuts. Yeah, but he's not too bothered. He's still fine.
No one's like seriously injured, are they?
From
Not
what
yet.
Is Seda seriously injured?
nope,
Not.
she seems to be, apart from like the blood on the neck and a small slash on the arm, she seems to be fine. More than anything, she seems to be extremely pissed off. So you move into position there. Silas, you're up.
So I joined the moving into position on that deck.
Yep.
Do I see a vampire there?
So you jump back onto the ship that you just left, but up on top deck. Or do you
Well,
want to jump onto the other
there's-
ship?
If there's vampires, wait, just from my awareness, there's a vampire in the below decks of the ship that I came from.
Yep.
Is there any other vampires that that I can see or that I know where they are?
No. As to your knowledge, the only ones that should in theory be left are the ones below deck of the ship you just left.
Okay. In that case, I think I'd even try to get back to the below decks if at all possible.
Yep. Because you're going down into it, I would say that you can, and you haven't moved far from where you first came out, you can do so and pop out the door right behind.
Ooh, so I'd even get a chance to shoot.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go below decks, pop out the corner and just go, and shoot.
Yep.
Okay, so that's no stunt points.
Yeah. I will say you also won't get to aim because you'll have to have climbed and rushed to do so.
Yeah, that counts as my movement probably.
Yep.
So I only get the boosts from this specific weapon that I'm using, which is dead.
Basically a snapshot.
Quick scope. 10, 17, 21.
That's a hit.
No stunt points. So I'm gonna, just shoot. Can I pinpoint attack this one?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. So I rolled a 3 and a 1 for my damage, plus 3 plus 4 is 11 damage total.
11 damage, noted. I'll take it on the one that you've been shooting nearly the entire time.
Well, yes, preferably, because the only ones I haven't been shooting are my allies.
Yep. So, Mug, the one that last hurt you, flinches forward as a bullet slams into its back.
Mug instantly shouts, "Don't steal my key, you bastard!" Without even waiting to see what happens.
Yep. So, with that done...
He just knows and assumes.
Who would?
Seda is absolutely livid with the one in front of her. Let me just double check what she gets the discount on. Because from memory... Yeah, she gets a discount on that. So, she is going to do that, and she's going to do that. That's her strength. Mug, you see Seda lift her blade up overhead, and this time she brings it down really hard on this creature, so hard that she actually knocks it flat on its ass. And she twists the blade as she pulls it out. It's still alive, and where it was hissing before, it's now screaming as well. So it's down 5 up. Haldir. Up on decks, you see that there is an empty ship, as far as you can tell, to your right. To your left, there is zombies that the crew are sort of hemming in and picking apart. And there is the sounds of fighting and the occasional scream from below decks.
Yeah, I think Haldir is gonna try and get down below deck and help there, because it seems like the crew has the zombies on lock.
Yeah. Are you going to try and rush through the zombies, or are you going to try and find another way down?
I'm gonna dodge and weave through the zombies.
Radio. Can I get a dexterity roll from you?
Yes. Do I get any benefits of having my protective winds around me?
You will. Basically, because it's going to be an opposed check, they get to subtract.
Yeah, that's. I'm very good. I also have six stun points.
Noted.
Those help, but usually in like fights.
Oh, they also will count for this because you would be able to get a exploration stun effectively. Or is it exploration?
So I could do, for example, you complete your test in half the time.
Yeah. Basically, just trying to dodge through, instead of having to be very careful about this, you rush through, you will actually be able to take a action at the top of the stairs.
Very nice. Yeah, so, believing in that the wind and his...
And with that roll, basically the way I'm going to describe it is where Whisp had to duck and weave, you practically dance through as if you're just trying to navigate a ballroom floor.
Wonderful. The bot! That's the bot thing.
And to be a smartass, you even grab a zombie, give it a flourish and a twirl, and send it flying back into
Oh
the
my
cloud.
god.
Yes! Yes! Oh, hello! On your way.
I think Bhajiri would be proud.
So, as this is a big pile of fighting, I think just hitting one of the vampires is the correct approach.
Yep. Basically, because these two vampires are kept, there's not a lot of room for them.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a very pissed off female orc warrior who is trying their best to cut them in half with a two-handed sword. And they've got a pissed off dwarf on the other side that's trying to kill them faster than the rifleman at the other end of the room can.
Yeah, so standing atop of the staircase or whatever. Oh, give me a second.
While we're waiting, I'll just double check the turn order. So 5 is that. Next up is these two vampires.
I'm now back.
Not a problem.
But yeah, top of the staircase, looking over and just trying to nail one of them in the head with a lightning bolt.
Yep, go for it.
And I succeed in my target number, so 2d6. Oof, that's gonna hurt. 15.
Is a hit.
Oh, sorry, 16 damage.
Oh, 16 damage. Sorry. 16 damage is gonna hurt, especially since it's magic damage.
Nail it in the face.
23 minus So, are you aiming at the one that's facing towards you and fighting Mug, or the one that's facing Seda? And therefore facing away from you?
Sorry, was that a question to me? Sorry, I just came
that
back.
was to
it
Haldir.
was to me.
Okay. Don't steal Mug's kill!
Yeah,
Sorry.
and that's actually I think he like holds the lightning bolt, figures out which to hit, and like that one's fighting Mug. Mug likes fighting. Let's help Seda instead.
Noted.
Wait,
So
oh, there's still 2 alive down here.
there are still 2 alive at the moment, but one of them is actually on the ground, lying in front of Seda, because she knocked it prone. Which means it actually takes an additional damage. You see this vampire looking up at you, upside down, in shock that there are more coming down behind it. And then you just blast it in the face. Its face is burnt, scorched, and it looks extremely upset and extremely hurt.
Aww.
Good.
With that, one's going to attack you, Mug, because it's the only one still actually standing. And it gets a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Alright. And it only rolls that for damage. In this case, it only did 10 damage.
Bah. That's only 6 points once you subtract armor.
Yeah. You kind of feel like it gave its all in its previous attack. The other one is going to spend its turn trying to get up, and is going to actually try and attack Haldir.
Is there any attack of opportunity?
Actually, no, it can't
for
get
a
past Mug,
prone
so...
person?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't
Is
get
there
past you.
attacks of opportunity for people trying to get up here?
If it was going to try and get past you, it would incur it, but I just realised that since you're in the way, it wouldn't try to actually rush past you to get to the mage. It's instead going to go after Seda again. And this time... Does it hit? Actually, it still hits. Bloody hell. It leaps at Seda again and bites her in the neck again.
Oh shit! She's probably
Ooh,
quite
so we're
angry
turning
at
her
that.
into a vampire.
Oh no.
So,
That's what happens if a vampire does that, right?
Right, my turn. I'm forcing her to take a healing potion. We are not risking it.
So here's the bit that you'll probably find amusing. It leaps up and tries to bite at Seda. This time she's prepared for it and she shoves her arm in the way and it chomps on her armor.
Oh.
You hear the scraping, screeching noise of teeth on steel.
Ugh.
Oh. Yeah, give it to her, Seda.
And she is just grinning at it wickedly.
Break its fangs!
Shove them down their throat.
And with that, Mug,
Probably shove her fist down the throat.
your turn.
Who?
Mug.
Oh, so it's Mug's turn. Okay. Can Mug try to pummel the vampire that's biting down on Seda?
Yep, it's not going anywhere at the moment. It's tried to bite her and it's basically locked onto her arm right at the gauntlet.
Does that actually make it an easy target or something?
All things considered,
yeah.
you get a +1 for the fact that you're flanking it. Because it just did that, make that a +2.
Okay.
Because in shaking it loose, she's going to shove it towards you.
Yeah, okay. I will probably need it. Why am I so shit? So it's a +2 overall.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm guessing. Okay, managed to just scrape.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
Why? Okay, please, proper damage. Just show it.
You're making me
Finally
want to buy
show
you
it.
new dice.
Oh.
Okay. Oh yeah. Is all-out attack still possible? Because Mug
Yes.
is really angry and not doing like proper damage. Yeah, because okay. So that's.
Also, you didn't take
Mug
an aim
doesn't
shot,
care
so
about getting hurt. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's yeah. There's +1 to.
yeah, +1 damage to that.
So that's 17 points. So finally some decent damage.
So as Seda shakes it off her arm and shoves it back, Mug, you bring your hammer down and crush its skull.
Yes. Does it actually die?
This time, it hits the deck, and as you lift it, you hear it gurgling through broken teeth as if it's not quite dead yet.
Wow.
And then you hear a voice in your ear that says, "Allow me." And then
Oh.
all of a sudden you see a quick bolt of light and it catches fire in front of you.
Oh wow. Mug is like, yeah, burn it.
Haldir and Wisp, can I get you to both roll perception checks for that?
Am I not also standing like?
You're standing facing Mug.
Ah.
Take its perception scene.
Perception scene.
Yeah.
Right, Haldir, you don't quite see this, but Wisp, you do. The second that flash of light occurs and you see basically a tiny fire erupt onto this creature, you also see that there's a tattooed mark on on Mug's back in the shape of a hand that flashes at the same time.
Oh.
And Mug is in like a frenzy. Yeah, die, vampire, die.
I know that this is the girls doing, right?
Considering you've never seen Mug cast a spell in your life, you're fairly certain he just got help.
I'm gonna aim my rifle straight at like 5 centimeters above Mug.
Okay.
Ha. Edric, what are you doing?
From your perspective, Wisp and Haldir, it kind of looks like Silas is almost aiming at you guys. Wisp,
Silas, the vampire, not us!
Put the gun down.
Wisp, you're also up.
Oh gosh.
Silas shouts out, it's that fucking bitch again, let me shoot her first.
What does Seda do to you?
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm gonna give her a healing potion. She's not gonna turn into a vampire, I swear. Calm down, Captain.
I'm not talking about that bitch, I'm talking about the other one.
There is no...
Oh, Silas!
Right.
That's how it's called. Let's deal with the vampire first, huh?
I'm talking about Mug's girlfriend.
Yep.
What?
Seda?
Wait, what's that? Mug is saying. I just killed a vampire. Do you see it? It's dead now.
Yeah, you finally did it. Woo!
Put the gun down, you muppet.
Nope.
There's still a vampire left.
There is still a vampire left.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what Haldir has been trying to point out. Unsuccessfully, really.
So,
I still want to give the healing potion to Sarah, though.
yep. There is currently still, basically, in order heading down the stairs, you would hit Mug first, then you'd find the vampire, then you'd get to Seda.
Fantastic.
But
There
this
you go.
particular vampire looks extremely hurt. So are you going to just try and duck past it and hand the potion to Seda?
I'm gonna avoid that, yeah.
Alright, yep.
Wait, why are you avoiding the vampire? That's...
Yeah,
You're
you
trying
gotta kill
to
it.
kill either me or Seda. You want to talk about me?
I'm not killing either of you. I'm killing that bitch.
Can I get that in writing?
I'm not killing either of you right now.
No, that's all you said.
So the vampire is practically hemmed in by both Seda and Mug, so it's not going to be able to take its attention off either of them so you can get past.
Mm-hmm.
Seda's going to keep both hands on her sword, but will just sort of nod in appreciation at the potion. She will take it off you on her next turn.
Cool. I hope she heard why I wanted to give it to her, so
She did hear.
good.
Wait,
Otherwise that's just going to be really weird, isn't it?
what was your reason for giving that to her?
Because she keeps getting bitten by vampires!
Yeah, but
I would like her not to turn into one.
if she gets bitten, we'll just have to kill her. That's how it works.
No,
Silas,
because she's...
you're up.
So I'll be aiming above Mug still,
Yep.
and then I'm not seeing the girl there,
No, you don't see her anywhere.
so I'm shooting the vampire in the face.
Yep.
Or at least the facial area.
Yep, you can go for a headshot. Mug, can you shout that out too?
Yeah.
Then-
Well, Mug is like, yeah.
oh, go ahead, do that first.
What is a girlfriend even? Anyway, I killed the vampire. Fuck yeah.
So Silas, what did you roll?
Well, I'm quickly looking for my minor action because I don't want to use aim on this. I triple six.
Right. So you have options.
Uh-huh. So my options, are they just the standard stunts or are there like special options the way you said it?
First up, roll your damage as if you haven't stunted so far.
My damage is if I haven't stunted.
Yep. Because that will determine what I then tell you next.
Still no pinpoint, right?
No, this thing is still... Basically, the way it's moving, it is much faster than you.
Okay, in that case, let me quickly wait till my screen reactivates. Yeesh. So that's 6 plus 3. Oh, wait, I should probably type in like the typing box. Plus 3 plus 4 is 16 damage. That's without any stuns.
Right. It will currently survive that.
Okay. Well, I'd like to do something, that's worthy of the triple six.
Yep, so I'm looking at minor actions. So hang on, I'm looking at
Yeah,
wrong
because I
minor
haven't
actions.
used one yet, because I haven't aimed in this shot.
Yep. So, minor actions you have an option for. I mean, you can up your guard, you could activate and power an ability or a potion.
Yeah, but what the hell would I activate?
Yeah, you're not currently carrying much that you could activate.
Like, I would be able to activate my smoke grenades or maybe some Manticore Venom, but that's about it.
You can prepare an action.
Yes, but wait. So that would mean that if I would now pick one major action and I'd prepare another attack, I could immediately launch that.
Based on criteria. You pick one major action that you prepare to execute and then end your turn. Oh no, Han, you can't take it if you've already taken a major action that turn.
Yeah. So basically, the only thing I could use is stand firm or guard up.
Effectively at this stage.
Neither of those really make a difference if I manage to, do the thing that I'm trying to do, which is kill the vampire.
Yeah, pretty much. None of the minor actions would allow you to do anything effectively like that. On the stunt table, though, because you got a 6, how much had you done on damage already? 16.
I could do a lethal blow, but that's only 2d6s. That might not be enough to kill it.
Depending on what you roll, it might. It is looking pretty shaky.
Ooh.
Do it.
In that case, I'm gonna make sure that I kill it. Mighty blow, and for my last stun point, I can choose pierce armor.
Yep.
My 2 additional damage thingies are 5s, both of them.
So that makes it a 26.
26 and a pierce armor.
Yep, that is enough. So this time you put a round directly through the back of its head. And you see its head whip under the shot, and it pitches to the side just between where Seda and Mug is standing.
Okay.
Shut, Captain.
That's who you thought Mug's girlfriend was?
No, that's not who I thought Mug's girlfriend was. Mug's girlfriend is the one I met.
Still very confused about this.
Mug's girlfriend is the one that set the other vampire on fire.
Edric, we seriously need to get you to this therapist as soon as possible.
Watch that. That shot might still be aimed at you the next one.
But Silas, what's the problem?
I'm also just going to say, up on deck you start hear cheering.
We hear what?
You hear cheering from up on deck.
Cheering or shrieking?
Cheering.
Mug.
Cheering. Okay.
Mug, do you want some celebratory beer?
Yeah, I want a beer. Good beer.
They have in the room back there. They have casks of red beer, which is celebratory. You should probably steal it from them. And with that, I'm gonna rush up to the deck.
Wait a moment, Mug. Haldir is like running after Mug.
What is it, Haldir? Do you want some beer as well? Let's have beer together.
Let's check the beer first. You know, if it's something vampire drinks, it's probably bad.
Is it? I thought they have like treasures to steal, so they should have good beer, shouldn't they?
The only thing I think vampires drink are blood.
By the way, Glenn,
Yeah.
Yep.
as soon as I get to the top deck, I'm gonna order some crew to steal one of the cannons from this ship and replace our exploded one.
Yep. You're 100% aware that one of yours exploded because you heard it.
I recognize the sound of an exploding cannon from miles away.
Mm.
It aches. It aches in my heart.
Some of the crew go about doing that.
Who's a good crew, lad?
Mark, how did you do the fire thing?
Which fire thing?
The vampire. It burst into flame.
Oh, I think I wanted to kill it so much it burst into flames.
Haldir is looking very much like he's not buying it, but he's just like, that's a very cool ability, Mug.
He also knows that
Yeah.
asking Mug any further questions won't result in any answers.
Uh-huh. Like, you know what?
Wait, I had a great idea actually. Say that you're feeling better, right?
Seda is going to just wipe some of the blood off her neck and nod.
She's not gonna drink the potion?
She will actually down it because she wants to get herself back into fighting form. I just gotta double check how much that does.
I know what will make Seda feel better about what happened, and Mug then tries to. Did the vampires disappear when they die?
Nope, they're still there.
Okay, so Mug tries to rip out the fangs of the vampires.
Go for it.
Is that a might check?
Yep. Strength might to do that.
Glenn.
Yep.
Can I go check if there's like an armory, library, enchanting room, anything that has notes on the engineering from this country?
Yep, you can do a search through the ship. I will say do a perception scene, and if you stunt, you can use exploration stunts. Because you're effectively going to be going up and down like the entire length of the ship to try and find where they put stuff.
So there's a 20 with 5 stunt points?
Yep.
So I'd like to... is there anything that would help me in this?
Couple of things, especially since you got 5 stunt points.
Ooh, I might want object of my attention.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna assume speedy search.
Yep. Basically, you've gotten used to ships, so you can you do this in what you perceive to be exceptionally quick time. Knowing that just at a glance which rooms are not worth the effort to even check.
Yeah.
You cut down the search time massively. The rooms that you find of any interest, one of them is the one that Bingo was in.
That he already looted.
Or basically the last thing you see is Bingo climbing out.
Was there still some loot left?
What I will say is that the chest that Bingo found and blew open will still be there because Bingo won't be able to take it out via the hole he will be going out with all the paperwork.
Was there much in it still?
There was. He took about 50 gold pieces from memory. There was still
Something
200.
like
yeah, there's still 200 in there.
Could I like pocket 100 and then go and bring the other 100 to Haldir?
Yep. And then let me just quickly double check what else you find. You don't find anything magic related on the ship.
Okay.
But you do find their armory.
Okay. See, now that's tasty.
And there's 2 things you notice about the armory. One is that there is a lot more weapons than what the zombies had been armed with. The second thing is that despite the shape of what the weapons the zombies were wielding were in, this armory, it looks to be well maintained. Some weapons appear to be a private collector's pieces.
Are there like firearms in the private collection?
Not firearms, but there are melee weapons that look much more.
Crap.
They look a lot more innate than the normal ones.
Worthless crap.
say that now.
I'm gonna make
yeah.
mental note of where these weapons are.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try and call for Haldir. And send people out. Like, if I find someone else, I'll send someone out to get Haldir for me.
Oh, yeah, does the 19 actually get the vampire fangs out?
Let me just... Yes, a 19 will.
Okay.
Mark, what are you doing? Oh.
Mug is ripping out the vampire's fangs.
Mug is doing medieval style dentistry.
Are
What?
you planning on collecting those?
Wait,
Oh, no, I just remembered. Seda said she wanted to do something, and I think she will feel better if she does it. So, there you go, Seda. Have fun, and hands her the vampire fangs.
Oh my god.
Mug is so thoughtful.
Seda looks at you, Mug, down at the teeth, looks back at you, and you see her give you the wickedest grin. Then she just grabs the body of the vampire, lifts it up, and proceeds to shove the vampires down its neck,
Oh my god.
dislocating its jaw in the process.
Haldir is standing with like just a look of disbelief, and just like, I'm gonna go up and get the crew to start searching the ship, and then just turns around and goes up on deck.
Is that a good
Yeah, we
moment
should
for
have the
Haldir to
booze
hear
now.
Probably.
me? As soon as Haldir starts like gathering crew to search the ship, Haldir gets called by like someone in charge, someone being sent by Silas.
Walk down to Silas then.
The messenger says something along the lines of, Silas has searched the ship. You should come and see what he's found.
Wow, he's quick. Let's go see what he found. So Silas, what's this? Ooh, fancy.
First, I found a chest with 100-ish gold pieces at a first glance. So here you go.
Thanks.
I'm gonna like add those to your books. They're like ship's monies now. And I found some shit that's not useful for me, but they look ornate, look fancy. So I thought maybe we could sell them. And I point at like the diamond encrusted weapons that are around me.
Yes, Silas, I think we can definitely sell these weapons.
Yeah, I mean, just don't show them to Mug because Mug might want to keep them. Like they did with that first cask of ale.
Right. But doesn't he have the hammer?
Yes, but shiny and murder-oriented. This is exactly what Mug likes.
True.
Mug has the brain of a crow, but like on steroids.
Oh.
Do we have something to cover these? And then Haldir starts looking for something to cover them so he can send the crew down to fetch him.
If this is a fancy room, Glenn,
Yep.
are there like fancy curtains?
So most of the weapons are on racks, but the ornate ones are actually in display cases.
So we could just close the cases.
So they've got like a glass cover, but there is inside that all the weapons are resting on cloths.
Okay. What I think Silas will start doing is like closing cases and like, blocking them out with the cloths above it, and just like packing the weapons in these cases, blinding the glasses, and then closing them off completely, and just stacking them.
Yep.
We should.
While he does that, Haldir walks out and calls on some crew to get those over to the Pataya, but carefully.
Glenn, I'm gonna pick out like the biggest weapon.
Yeah.
The biggest one that doesn't look like diamond encrusted. So it may be a slightly more ornate weapon than normal, but It needs to be big, and it doesn't need to be the most expensive thing here.
Alright, so I just dropped the weapons that you found there.
Okay, I'd like to pick 30 arquebuses.
Yep, 30 of them.
Oh yes.
30 bastard swords, whereas all the zombies up on deck were only wielding short swords.
So would a bastard sword or a great sword be like the bigger, cooler, muggier weapon?
So a bastard sword is a one-hander.
Okay.
Whereas the two-handed sword is obviously two-handed.
Okay, I'm gonna take a great sword. No, the other one hasn't been searched yet, Wisp.
In that case, I'm going there.
I'm gonna hand the great sword, get one of the great swords.
So
Keep
these,
it.
Yep, it is one of the jeweled ones.
Ooh, does it look really expensive?
It's currently in a scabbard that has 2 jewels at the top, very polished wood running down its length.
Okay, let's not give that to Mug. I'll instead pull a bastard sword aside.
Yep.
So I'm gonna order the crew to bring those to the to the pitaya, as Haldir already ordered. But I'm going to order the 30 arquebuses to be delivered to the armory specifically.
Yep.
Same with the bastard swords.
Yep.
Okay. With that, I'm gonna then head off the ship, I guess, and back to the pitaya to inspect the damages.
Noted.
Unless there were other specific, important rooms that on this ship that I haven't checked.
Nothing that you've noted that hasn't been looted. You presume that the one that Bingo was in was the captain's chamber?
There's one more ship to look, one more room to look at in this ship.
Which one are you after?
I'd like to see the engine room and make detailed drawings of how the engine works.
Noted.
Because that's tech I might be able to steal.
Rightio. So you head up to the rear of the ship and find the engine room, the design of which you are not very initially familiar with. And as you study it and take notes, you kind of realize that it's probably less efficient to the ones that you're used to.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna just, stop taking notes of it and just head topside.
Yeah.
Try and find money to give him the bastard sword I found.
Yep.
Do I actually find Mug before Mug goes to the other ship?
Depends on how quickly Mug and Wisp go across the deck to the other one.
I don't think Mug is going yet anywhere. I wonder if he will eventually remember that thing about the booze. I think he's probably now looking for the booze.
In that case, Silas will not find Mug.
Yeah.
Silas will not find Mug if Mug is near the blood wine.
Yep. So, Mug, if you're going to go searching for the booze, can I get you to do a perception seeing check?
Oh boy.
Well, after he makes sure that Seda is feeling better about what happened, and just by shoving down the fangs.
She looks quite happy with herself now.
Yeah.
She's going to grab both those bodies and actually toss them up on deck to burn.
See, now that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like the smell of burning flesh in the morning?
Oh, I realized I just missed Wisp's question, but I think Mug will very soon want to go because he is shit at finding stuff and doesn't actually find the booze, I think, based on this role.
This isn't to find the booze, you're finding the barrels.
This is to recognize the booze.
Yeah, so that's a grand total 7. So I'm not sure if he finds the barrels either.
Mug, you do find a room that is filled with barrels, and there's a barrel tipped over and there's been something bread all over the floor.
But it doesn't smell like booze, I guess.
What I'm going to say is you don't realize what the room smells like.
Ah.
Oh.
So does Mug deduct that the booze has been spilled?
You see that there's plenty of barrels still there, but one of them definitely looks like it's been spilled everywhere.
Someone wasting booze again, says Mug. And then he tries to see if he can get some out from the barrels that are still there.
Yep, so you'll be able to crack one open and you see that's filled to the brim with a red liquid.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm guessing Mug doesn't hesitate too much and tries to taste it if it's good booze or bad booze.
Yeah, so I'll say that what you'll do, because you probably won't just shove your face in it, is you'll dip a finger in to taste it. At that point, you're going to immediately realise this is not booze.
I mean, I'm not sure Mug wouldn't shove his face in.
The choice... I will say at this stage, the choice is Mug's.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's ready to celebrate and will shove his face in.
Oh.
At this stage, it will take less than a microsecond for Mug to realise this is indeed not booze. You are now very familiar with this liquid.
Yeah. And then he starts spurting it out like, what the hell is this? This is the shittiest booze I've ever had. And then he just tips it out.
He's just tipping out the blood in his own mouth. Wave after wave of blood. Is this like the lowest floor of the ship, or is there some poor soul sleeping beneath this?
Well, I don't think there's anyone alive on this boat that isn't our crew.
Well, we're gonna have a skeleton crew run this to be able to bring the ship so we can...
Yeah, but they
can't-
ain't sleeping down there
We can't control
yet.
the skeleton. Yeah, we can't control the skeletons.
No,
we can't have a skeleton crew.
skeleton crew is like the term
I know,
for it.
I was joking.
Silas was actually being smart for once.
Which is why he decided that it was a good idea to tell Mark to go and taste the...
Oh yeah, definitely. That was an amazing prank in Silas's eyes. That is, until he sees Mug the next time. At the point he'll realise that there's now blood all over Mug's face.
So, Mug, I'd say at this stage that you would definitely not be interested in finding any booze below this deck, and you could stumble across Whisp.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Mug is actually covered in blood now. And I'm going, Wisp, I had the shittiest booze that I ever had. Like, it was so bad.
Mug, what
did
the
they
hell?
take it?
Did you try to find in a corpse or something?
No, Silas told me there was good booze in there, some red beer or whatever, but it's shit booze, I tell you. I tipped some out, but don't drink it. It's really shit.
You're covered in it. Oh. I'm gonna pass him a bandage here. Use that to wipe it off before the flies come for you. Oh.
Oh, it's okay. It will come off. It will dry off, says Mug.
That's worse.
Let's go have a party now.
Let's get you a bath at some point.
What's a bath?
Oh my goodness.
Say that, you're ready to party.
Don't you want to explore the other ship first?
Not if there is shit booze on it.
Well, how do you know if you haven't explored it?
I looked for the booze, I found shit booze.
On
So,
this ship, but there's
you know.
another one. There could be good
okay.
food on there and everything.
Yeah, let's see if it has better food and drink. And it might have some gold. We could get some gold. Not that I know what to do with gold, but we could get gold.
You can spend it on booze. Wait, Silas is not there to give that argument. Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Let's look for better booze. Are you up for finding some booze, Seda? Let's all go together and find good booze.
For luck, we might find water so you can take a bath.
It's okay, it dries off.
Wait,
No, it won't. It really won't.
Can we dry mug on the clean air behind the ship with dragging
The thing is, Wisp, the thing that you don't know is when the muck dries on you, you can just like scrape it off. It scrapes off.
You actually wait for it to get that hard and scrape it off. That is not hygienic. How are you still alive? Have you not died of infection?
I mean, water is pretty expensive in some places, so it's not like it's easy to clean it, but it's fine.
Have you never seen a river before in your life?
Well, I was not really allowed in the river unless we were crossing it.
Huh? Sorry, I got very distracted for a second. I got a mail from an email account with the name Cheese of Unusual Size, and now I'm confused. Huh. No clue. Sorry.
As soon as we land, we're introducing you to a bathhouse. My treat.
Damn, Whisp is gonna have a busy time in that next town.
So wait, can you have a fight in a bathhouse? Is that what it's for? Is it like a special pit?
It's a special pit, all right.
Yeah, let's go there.
Mug's fight in this special bathhouse is like a water fight.
Trying to bath a dog.
To be fair, I found a GIF that is actual footage of Mug going into his first bath.
Oh?
There it is.
So, Haldir, you're on the first ship that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Of the papers that are left, you see really just a couple of notes in a language that you don't think you've come across at this stage, and a map.
I will take the map.
Noted.
And then I think, as a bunch of the rest of the crew, I'm gonna go look at what's on the other ship.
Yep.
You know what? Haldir is actually instead going back to the Pattaya, trying to note down all the things the rest of the crew finds.
Yep.
Instead.
So some of the crew actually bring like a small desk out on deck so that anything that gets brought on deck is within view of you.
We now have a tool setup on the ship. You can't pass unless you show us what you found. Well done, Haldir.
Haldir's just sitting there with a piece of paper and writing down like, okay, so it was 30 obelisks, great swords. Mm-hmm. Carry on.
So, on the other ship, those going onto that, roll a perception scene to search that one.
Can I at some point move to that ship as well, or am I just busy on...
You can make your way to that one, because once you've directed the crew to start moving stuff across there, we'll do so.
Okay.
And they will carefully move stuff, the items that you mentioned, to keep out of view, into your chambers personally.
Okay. I also mentioned to them that they do report those to Haldir, but more as the boxes you found.
Yep. Rightio.
And then I'm gonna head to the other ship as well to join the hunt for more stuff. Do I then roll as well, or do I?
Yeah, roll
wait
if
a
you
little
want
bit?
to search stuff.
Do I wait until Wisp and Mug are gone though, because they
Uh,
probably
I'll-
enter the ship first?
They will enter first. I'll just use it to determine what you find on there.
Okay. 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 is
Okay.
a number. Oh wait, 2. The last one is a 2. 12, 15, 17 if I math it correctly.
Yep. Was Mug checking as well?
I'm pretty sure Mug was just trying to look for booze.
Okay. So
Mug is looking for proper booze now.
yeah, Mug, you go looking for any shape or form of a mess hall or kitchens and food storage, and you just, like the last time, you only find those barrels.
Oh shit! And now I actually rolled Val on the perception.
Give me the score
But-
because I'll add some stuff depending on what you get.
I'm wasting such a good flipping roll.
Trust me, it won't be a waste.
So... Yeah, so...
Awesome. And you stunted.
I got stun points as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, you have also stunted.
Yeah, I have 6 stun points on this.
So,
Damn.
what I'm going to say is, Mug, you get frustrated in your search and you start ripping open cupboard doors and everything and just earthing everything out. You're desperately looking for beer of any shape or form right now. You find
Yeah.
2 things. 1, you do find a bottle of wine. 2, you find extremely ornate gold goblets with jewels in them.
Oh.
You find 6 of them.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, that's pretty nice.
Yep.
So we're like, well, I guess we have something to drink from now, but this is just a very small amount of booze. But it's booze!
Yep.
Aw.
Wisp, with your search, you're going to find the similar captain's chamber, and it's likewise going to have a chest in there and a table covered in paperwork. You see a couple of maps, a lot of documents in a language that you haven't come across, and the chest appears to be locked and in the center of a table.
Oh. Can I try lockpicking it then?
You can indeed.
Yes.
Silas, once again, you breeze through this ship knowing, based on the design of the other one, what you're looking for. You quickly find and take note of the armory,
Okay,
and
same procedure as the last one.
Yep.
All of your ornate shit goes in hidden boxes. The rest of it gets delivered in like bulk.
Yep, Wisp, you crack that one open easily, and inside is a large amount of gold coins.
Oh.
At your best guess, somewhere around 600.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Silas, on this ship, unlike the other one, you've got 60 bows and barrels of arrows to go with them.
Wait, what did I find?
60 bows.
Ooh.
And barrels of arrows, you said.
Yep. And you also find, let me just pull up my list. On this one, This one is going to have 2 ornate dueling pistols.
Ooh, mine.
So you say.
And it is also likewise going to have a jewel encrusted rapier and a dagger.
Okay, so all of the other ornate shit is going in boxes, but the ornate pistols are mine. I'm gonna assume that the 2 ornate pistols are regular pistols for, like, mechanics purposes?
For mechanical purposes, yes, they are straight up pistols. But these are the kind of ones that you could wear into court and get away with it. Like, they are fancy.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay. I'm gonna hand the rest of it off to the crew that are emptying stuff.
yep. You also note that there is clearly no food supplies on the ship, that it looks like they've converted a lot of the space just to hold zombies when they're below deck.
So it's basically just empty rooms
Yeah, there's a lot of just plain empty rooms.
with several doors so that they can get the zombies out quick.
Yep. Basically, it made it so much easier for you the second time running through the ship because you knew exactly, based on their design, which rooms were for zombies, and you could just flat ignore them.
Awesome. Oh, I'm also gonna see if I can steal a flag.
Yep. There are flags on both ships that you can take.
Okay, I'm gonna take all of them.
Noted.
And I'm gonna hand one of them to Bhajiri.
Yep. So Bhajiri will take that and nod and pass it off to one of the crew to take it onto the Cirrus. And then he's going to turn to you and say, we best finish up and get back to what we were doing before.
Are we getting anything from taking these besides the loot?
He's gonna look around the ship and go, do you think anyone would actually want it? From your knowledge, it's missing it would require a significant upgrading to make it actually livable for a living crew.
It would mostly be the cannons that would be worth something.
Yeah.
Because it's wartime.
Yeah, I would say pretty much the only thing worthwhile on the ship is actually the cannons.
In that case, can our ship carry them, like, in the hold?
The Patea can't, because you've already got stuff in the hold, but you could transfer stuff to the Cirrus.
In that case, yeah, I'm gonna ask Bhajiri how he feels about tugging the cannons away.
He nods and goes, well, we've got the space.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna look around and shout at some crew. You heard him. Load him up.
So they'll spend time transferring the cannons carefully below decks on the Cirrus, so they won't be able to be used, but they can be transported.
Yeah, it's more for transport purposes because, well, backup cannons can never hurt.
Yep.
And also, they might be worth a pretty penny in the end.
Yep.
Quick question, out of character, because one of the things that I was trying to get at is, I believe, out of character, there was a payment negotiated by my crew.
There was indeed.
Yep.
Because someone was smart enough to not offer our services for free.
You can't say her name.
I don't even know.
It wasn't Mug for sure.
But Bhajiri also currently doesn't know directly either.
Okay. In that case, Silas will just finish up with Bhajiri and just go stand next to Haldir, look important, and just nod at everything that passes.
Yep.
He'll also offer Haldir a drink every now and then.
When Silas returns back to the Pattaya, Haldir gives like a nod and like, welcome aboard again, Captain.
Thank you very much. You've done very well leading the ship into battle, from what I could see.
Thank you. I've now tried that as well.
I'm actually going to take my hat off and put it on Haldir's head for a while.
Oh.
When you do, some of the crew cheer.
Haldir has suddenly a very big smile.
I'm going to look at Haldir and I'm going to go, how much do you think these would be worth? And I show the 2 ornate pistols. And then I go, if I take them, would you take 25 gold to the coffers?
I will take it out of your share.
Well, I have it on me here.
Ah. I'll take it then.
Because that makes the maths easier for the shares. This Silas's logic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can Mug arrive at this time with the cups and the
Yep.
wine, shouting, "Look, guys! I found some booze and some nice little trinkets. Let's have a drink."
This needs
You
to be
actually found some booze, Mug? That's amazing.
Yeah. Look at it.
Well
It
done.
actually smells
Oh.
like booze.
Look at those cups.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They are pretty, right? Let's
Yes,
have a
they
drink,
are.
some of them.
Mug, you did really, really well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, what is a girlfriend? Tell me. And Mug is pouring out drinks.
Well, you know how I like the ladder? And she helped me?
Yeah. I mean, you were shagging her.
That too. But you have some girl helping you as well, right? You're not shagging her.
What? What?
The girl from
Mug
the
is pouring
arena.
out the drink.
The girl from the arena. The one that made
Oh,
you
you
shoot
mean-
really well.
You mean the child?
The door one. The magic door. Woo! And I winked at Haldir.
Wait. You're talking about the little sad child who had, like, said terrible things done to her. Why the hell would you say I'm shagging her? That's gross.
Oh boy.
Well, so are you, right?
What?
Well, you're also not tall, gross, so yeah. Here, enjoy your drink.
That's disgusting, bastard. Do you like little children or what?
No, not me.
Well, I'm having a drink, says Mug. And you know what? I'm not going to have some sort of child. That's rubbish.
Yeah. You got that right, Mug. Let's open that bottle, huh?
Yeah. Let's have the drink. And if I'm showing anyone, it's an adult. Yeah.
I'm
Not
gonna
any
point
child.
at like I'm gonna look at the twins and just go, you mean like those?
What?
The twins are gonna
I'm
look at you, Silas, look at Mug, and just one of them's gonna say, "Mind leaving us out of this?"
You know I don't like leaving you out of things. You're a perfect scapegoat.
I have to say, we don't have a lot of wine, so we have to choose well who gets some. Bastard, you're not getting any wine. Haldir, you get wine.
Thank you very much, Mug.
Silas
And
is
Mug
gonna
is holding a cup with wine in it to Haldir.
Silas is gonna pull the cask of mead from his side and just pour himself a drink. Drink that.
I hope that has some poison in it.
Well, this cask doesn't. I made sure of that.
So Mug will give some wine to Seda as well, and probably Whisp as well is around.
Oh, I'm currently trying to transcribe things.
Oh, if Whisp isn't around, then Mug forgets. So. Sorry.
You're not right in front of him. Ergo, you don't
Yeah.
exist at this moment in time.
Yes, that's how it works.
So basically, Mug's brain works with chunk loading. Everything that is in the current chunk exists. Everything out of it doesn't. So the solution to that awkward conversation from earlier would be Silas just walking away for a while and returning.
Yeah. Okay. So Mug is distributing the wine he found, but I'm guessing is he going to keep the cups? I mean, finders keepers is probably what he's thinking. But he's not too bothered because they're probably quite like small cups. So maybe he will take like 2 cups and doesn't care if the rest are returned to him or not.
Mug, when you're done
Yeah.
with those cups, put them down in the storage room so we can sell them later.
Okay. So are they yours? I just found them on the ship.
They're for everyone, but I promise you get a big tankard in the next town.
Yeah, that's good. That's worth more than small cups anyway.
Well, there's obviously the benefit of more booze fits in them.
Yeah.
I mean, these are basically sippy cups for you.
Yeah. But they're pretty. You know, I can enjoy pretty things, you know.
Fair enough, but like, don't you want pretty things that hold more alcohol?
Yeah. But it's okay. Right now, I can use many pretty cups.
That's true.
And there's not much wine, but Glenn, how's the wine? Is it good wine?
I would say it would be quite good for probably the best thing you've actually tasted. It's got a kick to it,
yeah.
But it is really, really sweet.
Yeah. This is some good booze. Much better one than the one you told me to drink, Silas. Fucking bastard.
Oh, was that no good? Sorry.
That was shit.
I thought it was.
I'm not drinking anything you recommend again. It was
Does
shit.
Mark still have a bit of blood on his face?
Yes. Yeah, he's covered in blood still.
Well, he did use the bandage to wipe away some, right?
No, he didn't bother. It will dry and then he can just scrape it off. That's what he said. That's the way he knows to clean himself.
Mm-hmm.
But Wisp promised to take him to a bathhouse, and he's looking forward to the pits there. So.
Yes.
So the crews will finish moving across everything that they've asked.
Can I get Haldir to try and have a look at the notes in the captain's room?
Yep.
Come with me, I need you.
Oh, okay.
Very convincing, that.
Haldir just follows along.
In the meantime, Silas, one of the crewmen is going to come up to you and basically salute and say, Bhajiri's cutting off from the other side and about to head off. We ready to do the same, Captain?
Wait a minute. Some of our crew just went onto the ship again. Onto that ship again. Afterwards, we can go.
He'll nod and start making sure that the word gets passed around.
I'm gonna pull aside one of the errand boys kind of crew members, because there's probably a bit of a hierarchy where some people are more at an boy level.
Yep.
I'm gonna get one of those and ask him to follow Whisp and Haldir and just tell them to hurry up because the Cirrus is leaving and so should we.
Yep. So, Wisp, you'll lead Haldir into basically one of the top deck rooms. So it'll be opposite the room that Haldir normally sleeps in. And it's the one that normally has the maps in it.
I'm gonna tell him like what I've managed to like decipher and ask him if he can decipher anymore because he seems like the kind of guy who's into this sort of stuff. So have at it.
You unleash the nerd.
Yes.
Just as you say that, a crewman's gonna stick in his head and go, "Sorry for the interruption, but the captain says we need to hurry. Apparently we need to start leaving soon."
Tell the captain he can hold his horses for 5 minutes.
Does the messenger even remotely mention the fact that the Cirrus is leaving?
He's going to turn around and say, at this stage, "The Cirrus is leaving and we don't want to get left behind, but I'll pass on your message, ma'am."
Well, I wrote 16 and with stunt for speedy search.
Rightio. So you're going to flick through all the papers, and you've also picked up some yourself, so you can actually cross-reference those as well. The map that you've got corresponds with basically these two notes correspond with marks. You actually see that they've plotted a route that's taken them to Fort Hearth, and that they were on the way to the statue of Eros when they intercepted this what appears to be a group that they've attacked. So as far as you can tell, they have literally just arrived in the vicinity and then immediately attacked the ships from Jinareth.
I think Fort Hearth may want to pay for this information. Well, let's get back to the ship.
Yeah,
We have another ship
Mug
to
is,
pass by.
yeah. Oh. Meanwhile, Mug is asking like, so can we get more of this wine? This is really good wine. This is how much he's paying attention right now.
Wait, did Mug follow them to the room where they are doing the translating?
No, he's probably talking to Silas.
In that case, Silas will go.
Bothering Silas.
I don't know. I haven't seen this brand of wine before, but maybe.
Yeah. So
next time we're near where they are from, we'll get you that wine.
Yeah. Okay. So if you take, do you want to take care of this bottle and find me more wine, or should I ask someone else?
What do you mean, find more wine?
Well, I want more of this wine. This is good wine.
Well, that's going to be difficult for a while.
Yeah, but when we go to like a market. Oh, I know who buys stuff. I will go find Haldir and ask him to buy me this wine. Mug roll the clever.
I'm gonna say to Mug, wait a little bit. Haldir will come here and then we'll leave. So don't go off the ship.
As soon as you say that, it looks like Haldir and Wisp are both going to race out.
I rolled a Dex Acrobatics check, and I'm pretty sure I'm winning this race.
Wisp, if you want to do the same, you can work out how far ahead you're going.
Oh. You should have placed a bet. You could have won something.
You're right. But I didn't.
Well, you could still try and argue it.
That's true. How do you just raises up and then looks at Silas. So, we found some information that Fort Hearth might want. Do we want to swing back by them? It would also make it so we can follow the other ship back to port, so we can get paid for helping them out.
Yeah, Haldir, you gotta get me more of this wine. This is really good. So we go wherever they have this wine.
Is there a label on that mug?
I don't know. Is there a label on it, Haldir?
It takes the bottle and looks at it. Yeah, Mug. I'll see what I can do. Pockets the empty bottle.
Thanks, Haldir. The problem with Mug is that he can't read labels even if there is a label on it. So.
Right.
So asking him about the label is like.
So, Captain, are we going back to Fourth Hearth and getting paid?
Well, for now, I think it's best to follow course to where we found out that Alada is going, because she's being followed and we don't want her to die, do we?
True. Do we just quickly stop by the other ship and tell them they are safe to go back to the port? So we can get paid from them as well?
I think that's a good idea. Maybe they can take out the order to help this.
Can I get a perception check from those looking around for the ship? Because it's still on the horizon.
I don't think Mug was paying attention, so.
Wait, would that be...
I will not even try.
Perception seeing.
Perception and seeing, yes, of course. 4, 6, 3, so that's 13, plus 6 is 19 total.
Right, so Haldir, you're not going to see.
Is it really easy to see?
Haldir, you're not going to see, but Silas, you see the ship that he's talking about, but it's not sailing in the direction of Fort Hearth. If anything, it looks like it's sailing on the same course you were heading.
Wait, which ship is that? That's the Jinnereth one.
Yep.
Okay, we're going there.
Yeah.
You mentioned payment, I say to Haldir.
Yes, let's catch up to it first.
Okay.
We should get to
Jen?
Port Lilith in around 6 days.
Yep, Silas?
Is it just a quick phrasing question?
Yep.
Would it be all sails, or would it hoist the sails, or would it be something like full steam ahead?
Probably more full steam ahead, because most engines at this stage would be steam engines running off heat and steam.
Okay. In that case, Silas will just put on his loudest most booming voice, and go full steam ahead. Everyone positions. We need to catch up to them.
So
Roger that, Captain, and then Haldir goes back to the helm.
the crew are going to leap into action and start unhooking any of the last grapples still in place. And then they're just going to use some of the pikes to push away from the two ships.
Wait, are we leaving these ships behind? Are we not going to sell them like we sold the other ones?
Well, this one would be worth nothing because we put lots and lots and lots and lots of holes in it. And that one would be worth just about the same. We took everything we can, though.
So, next time should we shoot less cannons?
No, less cannons is never a good answer. We just don't aim as much cannons on the hull.
Then where should we aim the cannons?
The people.
Oh, right. Next time I can jump on earlier and take off the vampires' heads earlier. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like Soda knew what we should do is to rip out their fangs and push it down their throats. Yeah. They seem to not like that.
Haldir just looks at Seda like, this is your fault.
She's just gonna give you the sweetest smile.
Well, he just shakes his head. Keeps steering.
Yeah. So next time when we see the vampires, we just jump on board, rip out their fangs, and push them down their throat. It worked, didn't it?
Seda's just going to nod as if, like, you're saying nothing but wisdom. With a very, very angelic look on her face.
We definitely took care of the vampires, Mug.
Yeah. Mug is testing if he can scrape off the blood yet.
Ugh.
I'd say that it's dried pretty quickly at this stage.
Yeah, he's starting to scrape it off, like.
Can you do the side of the ship?
What?
Side of
What's
the ship,
the
so it's not getting on
problem
the floor. You're getting on the floor.
Yeah, I'm cleaning myself. You told me to clean myself, didn't you?
Like, not putting it everywhere though. You're like a reptile shedding. Ew.
I don't know. I think I still have a tail.
I don't fancy breathing in like dried blood, thank you.
I'll add to that sentiment.
Then don't breathe. And then keep scraping.
Oh.
Sorry, what was that, Silas?
I said that I agree with Wisp on this one.
Yeah, so neither of you need to breathe while I do it. I mean, it won't take long. You can just hold your breath if it bothers you.
Ugh.
Monkey's not really bothered by people disgusted responses. He's used to cleaning himself like this.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
I mean, to be honest, he's probably still like actually bleeding as well a little bit, but
Like
it's nothing serious. I mean, it's not serious, but he did get a little bit of damage from
The other blood going into your
vampires.
wounds is going to cause you to have an infection.
What's that? That sounds like a complicated word.
If
I
it
don't
gets
know-
bad, you're going to lose your limbs. You won't be able to hit
Yeah.
anyone anymore.
No, I think I will just fight whatever tries to take my limbs. I will be fine.
It'll be fighting you from the inside.
I will fight it on the inside as well then.
Nope. We're getting you cleaned up. We're going to the surgery right now. And if you're good, you can have some whiskey. Let's go.
Oh, booze! I will have booze. Problem solved. If you want a clean mug, just give him booze.
I'll be giving him booze and I'll be cleaning him with the whiskey as well. Does that sting, does it? Aw.
I don't think he cares.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, booze is also an anesthetic, so if he's drinking it, then. I mean, I can probably roll a constitution check to see how much he reacts to being controlled by alcohol. Oh. It stings.
Oh,
I'm really not rolling badly today.
do not hit me.
I mean, just because it stings doesn't mean that he cares that much.
Well, I don't know what,
But-
like, your jerk reaction is.
So is this a constitution, a stamina? Would this get stamina?
Yes, this would be a stammer.
Yeah. I mean, he probably has an average reaction to it with a 13, even though the roll itself is not great. So it stings and he's hissing, but he's not like crying or lashing out or anything. It's just
What
like,
does a mug
bam.
sound like hissing?
So Mug is a bit like
Much like a cat.
Maybe he, or maybe he's just swearing, like he's swearing here and there. Like, I don't waste the booze. I mean, let me just drink it.
Oh, I'm not losing a lot. Using. Losing?
Getting drunk off the fumes.
This is not helping my reputation whatsoever, is it?
Nah.
Is there, Glenn, is there a spare pair of tongs around that I can give to Mug?
You would probably be able to find one, like a set of something like that, amongst all the tools that you have.
I'm gonna say to him, next time you want to pull someone's teeth out, use that.
How do you use it? Do I just smash them with it until it falls out?
No, that could break it. You just, like, open it here and then clamp it down and then pull.
What? That sounds complicated.
Here, try it. Open it, close it.
What am I trying it on?
No, just try opening and closing it. You can try it on a door or something. Like,
Okay, I will pull this door out.
Not that door!
Mog attaches it to the handle and pulls the handle.
Please tell me it's unlocked.
What should we roll for this, Glenn?
I'm just gonna say roll a strength might to see what you do to this door.
No! I'm not gonna explain that one.
Rips out handle.
I mean, you gave the instructions.
On a door, not that door.
Well, you didn't specify, so that's your fault.
Okay.
Is anyone else going to get up to anything before we carry you on to the next port as well?
Well, I'm going to do the thing that I've been typing with you about, so that's start prepping some training for a specialist crew of sniper rifles.
Yep. Radio. So
no.
You're going to gather them up and you will basically be providing them free bullets from your pouch and getting them to practice. And selecting the best to actually start training. Mug, you wrap the tongs around the handle of this door and yank. You hold up in front of you and show to Whisp the handle.
Oh, I get it now. This is like really useful. I think I can use it in a fight to like rip people stuff out.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool, Wisp. Thanks. I learned something today.
Great. Go tell Sita. I'm sure she'll be really proud. Can I have the handle back?
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, wait. You can have it back after I showed everyone how I pulled it out.
At this point, Haldir has been walking down towards the room, so he's probably gonna see Mug walking by with the handle in the thong.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, when Mug sees Haldir, oh look, Haldir, I learned a useful skill today. I can pull out stuff now.
Is that the handle to the door?
Yeah, I think I can pull out teeth like a lot quicker now.
Yes! that you'll definitely be much better at pulling out vampire teeth now, Mug.
I'm
You
just
sh-
gonna shout over, we have a new surgeon now!
Oh no.
I'm happy I can do most of the work on myself then.
Training complete!
Silas is your
So you don't want me to help Haldir? I mean, this is pretty useful to pull out stuff for.
Yeah, but I don't need anything pulled out.
Silas is
Yet.
very carefully asking for Alara back to help him to help clean and stuff.
Go. Mug, you should go show the rest of the crew.
Oh yeah, I will do that, Haldir. I hope you're proud of me. I
Very.
have a really cool skill.
It's very impressive, Mug. I mean, it is.
I'll say,
Oh.
Mug,
When
a lot of the crew that you're going to wind up showing are first going to be staring at the door handle, looking at you. Some of them are going to pat you on the shoulders, and some of them are going to go, remind me never, ever, ever to need a tooth pulled, and then walk away.
Pretty good reaction as they go.
As Mark has walked away, Haldir turns to Wisp like, "Hey, Wisp, you got a moment?"
Sure.
Sure. I just want to say, sorry I started acting all bossy on the whole helping the ship. Like as you said, I'm not the captain of the ship. I just really wanted to help them.
You'll probably be... Oh no, you'll probably have to fight Mog. You'd probably be fourth in line for captain anyway.
I mean, and then he points at the hat he's currently wearing. Who knows?
You're wearing a hat? Hold on,
Yeah,
what happened?
He has Silas's captain's hat now.
What did you do to him?
He put
You're
the
not
hat
leaving that here.
Oh no, definitely not. I'm gonna wear it until Silas wants it back.
What the hell? What did you do? Hold on, I thought I was a troublemaker. What have you done?
Nothing.
No, you wouldn't have the captain's hat if you weren't up to something. And you
He-
know how
he-
I feel about the hat.
No, he put it on my head, Wisp.
I don't believe that. He would literally die for that hat.
I know, which is why it's very confusing that he put it on my head.
Are you asking me to take a look at him or something?
No, I came to apologize for trying to be all bossy about us helping the ship.
So, hold on. You know the captain is really attached to that hat, but you're wearing it anyway. Do you have a death wish?
He put it on me!
Yeah, he's probably drunk or something. Do you really want to be, like, there with the hat on when he's sober?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wants it back very soon. But for now... I
You
don't
know if Mug sees you in that hat, he's gonna go ballistic.
He just walked past me!
He was not paying attention to the hat.
No.
He was very much looking at the door handle and showing off his door handle.
Yep.
Oh, it's your funeral. Have fun with that.
Well,
Don't lose it, because if you were to accidentally lose it, that would be so...
oh yeah, that would be bad. But you're laughing way too much about the idea of me losing it, Wisp.
It
You know
would
what?
be awful. Don't you dare.
So, Haldir, this would be the last thing you'd see if you actually leave the hat.
Yep. Well, I I said what I came to say, and I'm gonna go back to steering the ship.
What, you were sorry you were wanting to be the captain? Sorry, I might have like completely not took in whatever you were saying. As soon as I found out about the hat.
You know what? Well, it's fine. And he just turns around and leaves.
Oh. Oh. Wisp hasn't even drunk anything yet today.
That's why nothing makes sense to her.
Oh. I think it's time she got a drink though, so.
It's true though. Wisp gets smarter the more drunk she is.
To be honest, she was not there for the wine.
That's the problem.
Yeah, if she was there, she would be okay now.
Wait, why is Haldir wearing Edric's hat? I think I might have missed that part.
So that part out of character.
Uh-huh.
Silas mentioned being proud of how Haldir handled the ship while Silas was away.
Uh-huh.
Because the ship is not as damaged as he would have expected. So,
Alright.
as a sort of thank you for keeping his ship safe, he gave Haldir the hat for a while.
Oh. Okay.
However, he did not explain much of that. All he said was thank you, and then he placed the hat on Haldir's head.
Oh yeah, but Haldir is very certain that Silas wants this hat back. There's no doubt in his mind.
Haldir is very correct about that.
You know, if you wanted to prank him, that would be the time.
Good thing I'm not you, huh?
That's shocking.
So, Glenn.
Yep.
I think there is one thing I'd like to do if Mug leaves the surgery.
Yep.
I'd like to place a smoke bomb in her bed.
In Wisp's bed, you mean?
Yep.
Noted. I'll get you to roll as stealth.
Okay.
And which bed is that?
The one where Wisp sleeps.
Which bed?
What?
Which bed? We've had this discussion.
Silas would know that. Timo would not. So, how do you expect me to answer
Would he?
that? Yeah. So, Silas has been on the ship for like a while. He knows where his crew is sleeping.
Okay. So which one is it then?
I don't know, so I can't answer that. I don't know the layout of the ship, so I can't point at a singular bed and go, that one.
So,
But you do agree it's not in the surgery, yeah?
well, the last few times there's been the surgery.
Out of character,
Yes?
out of character, I know that you've been sleeping in the surgery.
No, you just keep putting me in there. I've said several times I do not sleep there. Like so many times at this point.
Fair. However, the last time I heard that was like a while ago because I've missed a few sessions and I also, have a very lacking brain in remembering this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Silas, however, would know where to find, especially people like Wisp, Mug, like the party. Those are the people he'd be able to find in an emergency.
Okay. So why do you keep putting her in the surgery then, you cruel thing?
That's because Silas is not necessarily friendly. Someone has deserved Silas's wrath, which consists of minor inconveniences until you're annoyed to death.
The best kind of wrath, really.
He also very much doesn't want to injure the person who's responsible for healing him when he's second. So it's all minor inconveniences. Same with the smoke bomb. I mean, that will disperse in 10 minutes if you open the door. It's just that as soon as you open the door, the room will be filled with smoke.
Oh god.
So I'll get you to roll a stealth, Silas, because you'll have to spend some time setting it up. And
I do have the smoke grenade already in my inventory, if that helps any.
Yep. And if no one else has got anything they're going to be doing, we'll then cut across to you arriving at destination.
Can we please take one moment for Wisp response to, like...
Well, we will do an overnight, because you will... Effectively, this is when it would go off, plus there's something else that needs to happen overnight as well.
+3 plus dexterity is 3. I probably can't add my acrobatics to the stealth roll.
No, not to, because there is a stealth focus.
Do you know what's probably worse? The fact that it's probably the same grenade that Wisp gave back because you didn't have matches.
Yup.
Feels bad.
Radio. So, the crew will fall into their normal routine. Haldir, you will steer the ship, heading back on your original course. Meals get served. Wisp, you will probably have a steady stream of people coming to get patched up from the fight.
Mm.
Most of the injuries aren't too terrible, but there is the occasional one. So can I get you to roll a intelligence? I think it's healing or medicine off the top of my head. Can't remember which of the two it is.
Oh, wrong. I
Let me just quickly jump down to focuses.
Lauren, if it helps any, I now have a note that says "does not sleep in surgery" next to Wisp's name.
Fantastic.
So now, if I don't remember it, or if I actually put you in the surgery, you can know that it's intentional.
Sorry, it's intelligence healing was what I was after.
19.
19? Yep. You don't have any trouble patching them up. At worst, it's a little bit of sewing some people together a bit.
Oh, lovely.
After a hearty meal is fed to you all by the chefs on the vessel, who went to the market originally to recruit? Now, it was Mug, it was Haldir.
Which market?
Nope. Port Marley. I'm going to presume that was Haldir, Mug, and Wisp, right? No, Wisp, you darted off to do something else.
I kind of got there at the
It was
end.
Verity.
Yeah.
We had Verity.
It was Verity.
Wait,
Just
yeah.
double checking.
In Port Marley, Silas was also there for recruiting.
You were there for recruiting the chef.
I showed up when it was quiet and they had been threatened by assassins.
Yeah.
Recruiting the chef. I was there for like the assassination immediately afterwards.
Yes, but
No. We went back later to hire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thesos, the chef.
Yeah. Just wanted to double check who was there. So Mug and Haldir, you recognise the meal that's in front of you. The others, you haven't tasted this before, but it is a noodle dish that Mug seems to not be able to get enough of.
Yeah, Mug is just scarfing it down.
I'm gonna
this
just
is good
instantly
stuff.
dig in.
So, quite a few of the crew are either semi-injured or just exhausted from the battle, so they will, after scarfing down a meal, just find somewhere to go and nap. One or two of them have literally just passed out on the table.
Oh.
We'll just lay them to the side where they're like not at risk of falling off of the tables.
Yep.
Or at least that's what Silas will start doing. And then he'll start like eating as much as he can.
Yep. several of the others are going to do the same, or you'll notice one or two will actually just pick someone up that is like passed out on the ground and carry them off, obviously to throw them into their quarters. Seda will join you for a meal, but she'll be a little bit more quiet than before. She'll shout down a meal and then pull out her book and just quickly flick through it page by page as if she's looking for something.
Oh, Mug is probably going to ask her. So Seda, you're not yet a vampire, right? That's not how it works when they buy you.
She shakes her head and goes, I've not fought in hand-to-hand with vampires before, but from what I know of them, it's a risk, but it's never a sure thing if they bite you.
Hopefully the healing potion helped a bit.
She nods in thanks and says, I can't thank you enough for bringing that. At the very least, just in case, it may have been enough to prevent anything. But,
Yeah, they should have written me, because they can't turn me into a vampire.
I assure you they can, Mug.
Nah.
As long as you're breathing, they can.
Nah, I'm really tough.
You bleed
They
like a
can't.
person, you can. And you can get an infection like a person, you can.
I mean,
Strength
it
does
sounds
not
fancy,
equate
but I don't
mortal
think I
weakness.
have it. It sounds fancy, but I don't think I want an infection.
That's right, Mark. You don't want that.
And that's why you need a bath.
you actually managed to
Regularly.
put a smile on Seda's face with that. She'll nod and go, rest up, I think we've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. And then she's going to wander off herself.
Are we in some sort of trouble?
Several flavors of it, actually, usually.
Like, as a group or individually?
All of the above.
I thought we just managed to defeat some bad guys, so do we not get like a reward?
Not now.
Oh, okay. But I want booze when we get into the new port.
We might be able to find some booze for you.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh,
this is one of those
not
weird...
my-
Oh. We have to disguise you.
What?
Who?
Why?
You're under arrest. A warrant's out for your head.
Well,
no, I
we're-
don't
we're-
need
we're-
arrest.
We're going to
I have enough power.
we're going to Port Lilith, so
Even so, you don't know who's like on wanted posters, where, which, and when.
true.
To be fair, I know a few people that are on wanted posters there. And I just pull out my list and I start like telling stupid little facts about the pirates.
Okay, if they have any posters of me, we will take them down.
I have one of me that we can admire. And I'm gonna pull out one, like me and Verity, like, caught earlier. What do you think of that?
Wait, you have one of you?
Of Mug?
It's a wanted poster of Mug. It looks like a very bad caricature of him.
Yeah, and I think Mug didn't recognize it either, and Scott didn't
Yeah.
recognize it based on it either.
That's you.
That's not me.
That is
I don't
you.
look that ugly.
You look exactly the same.
I don't
Did
have
you-
such an ugly Mug.
Did you hear that, Mug? She called you ugly.
No, I didn't say anything. I said that's you. Also,
No, I don't look like this.
how much do you think you're worth in gold, Mug?
What?
How much do you think you're worth in gold?
How much? I don't know. I can't count.
Probably at least 5.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot. I think I might be worth more.
So maybe even six.
Maybe 2 5s. I think 2 5s sounds like a lot.
2 5s.
Yeah. I mean, that's as many fingers you have.
Any other guesses, Haldir?
You know what, Mug? You're worth 1,000 gold.
Oh wow, I can't count to that. But thank you, Haldir. That means I'm worth a lot to you.
Yes. That's what it means.
Just remember, Edric said you were worth 5 gold.
No, I said at least 5. 1,000 is also at least 5.
Silence is a
not!
bastard, but
hell?
we know that.
1,000 is also more than 5, so at least 5.
Okay. Put it into simple terms, bastard. Am I worth a lot to you or a little?
You are worth a lot, Mug.
Good.
Oh.
So how much is it actually on that poster?
Yes,
Mug?
I want to compare with the poster that I have of me, and I want to see if Mug is worth more than me.
They have valued you at 150 gold.
That's a lot. But it's not
more
as
than
much as
Edric.
Haldir, so
Glenn, how much was my kill order? The kill order put on me worth?
wasn't that like 50 gold?
I thought that was 50.
Yeah, I think it's about 50.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and double check, to be honest.
To be honest,
'cause we
it's
went
such
for
a
the middle
minor little
one.
detail that we can just say it's 50 and like be done
Yeah.
with that.
Does someone still have the poster of you? Because I think we should start making like a wall.
We should make a wall of fame.
Yeah, put it on my poster and put 1,000 on it. Well, however you put it. Like, I'm worth at least 1,000.
Apparently, they think
well-
you're worth 150.
Mark,
That's
to
a lot
me,
more than Edric.
to me, you're worth 1,000. But on that page, they don't think you're that worth that much. At least not yet.
Silence is shooting
okay.
glares at Whisp.
So you should put up that page, and then Haldir, you should also put in your opinion, so we have both.
Aw.
You can write, right? So you can write it on it in like a small print. Is that what they call it? Small print.
The fine print?
Yeah, small print. Yeah, you have a nice handwriting, I think. You can write it down. I mean, anyone who can write it down has a nice handwriting. But
Haldir, why don't you
especially
teach Mug?
pretty handwriting.
Haldir takes out a pen and writes... takes a single line and over the 150 and writes 1,000 below. There we go, Mug.
Oh.
That's good, thank you. I know I can count on you, Haldir.
Oh. I love this father-son bonding. Also, Edric, how do you feel knowing that you're worth less than someone of your station?
To be fair, that was far before anything of like the more impressive feats that we pulled.
So you're saying the next poster we find will be a lot more?
That depends on which country issues it. I feel like if it comes from Bakar, yeah, it might be worth a little bit more than just the 50 or the 150. Because I'm at war with that country. For the others, however, yeah, no clue. I mean, I don't even think they know me in some of these countries out there.
Out of character, I also have Sida's poster, but I don't want to talk about that until like Verity's here.
Wait, what was that?
I think we're getting feedback from someone's microphone.
Ugh.
Wisp, what did you say?
Out of character, I also have Cedar's poster, but like Verity's or Olea's not here, so I'm not going to mention it this session.
Let's not start that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much would you value me at then, Edric?
I mean, pretty much the same as Mug. Although,
Five.
Mug punches really hard, so I'm going to say a little bit less. Because you don't punch as hard.
Give me an exact figure.
Square.
Where?
That's a figure. Not a number, but it's a figure.
Haldir, what does that mean?
That side is going to talk the way out of an issue.
Haldir's sniggering, and when he's like asked to tell what it means, he like stops up for a moment and like, so a figure can also be. And
I know it needs a shape, but there must be something else to it that I'm not getting.
Nope, it's just that.
A square what?
So
a square is a figure. And you
But
said
what
a
value
figure.
does that have? Are you calling me fat?
No.
No, that would be round.
But there's more volume in a square.
Yes, but round is usually what you call fat people. Or at least they do in Bacare.
Oh my god, how did we get to this?
I think square would more be more of a well built.
What are you saying exactly?
Silas
That you have muscles.
Silas gets
You're
up
strong.
and leaves the stable.
I'm sorry, have you seen me ever try to fight someone with fists? Or even lift anything?
Well, you did fairly well at the race back at the boat.
That's running!
Well, it's muscles, isn't it?
Light and nimble. No!
Right.
Also, you won that!
True.
So how could I have done well? In fact, you bet me quite bad, actually. That was...
I also won the race back in.
Glenn.
Yep.
It is at this point that Silas, who just wandered out of this room, runs back in, takes the hat from Haldir's head, and just walks out.
Yep.
Just, I guess now was the time.
I guess your values just decreased.
Well, I also won the race back at Port Marley.
Hmm?
So that just means I'm the fastest runner here.
Yep.
Oh my god. Don't you even.
You'll notice at this stage
What?
that most of the crew have filtered out.
But I can run for the longest.
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
doubt it.
Are you actually wanting to have like a proper like cross-country race? To see who can endure the
Yeah.
betterest?
I can run the longest out of all of you. I bet.
Oh, it's on.
Wait, what are
You know what?
betting?
I'm sure I'm gonna lose, so you guys can go do that.
Oh no, you're not getting out of this. You put your mouth into this. You're the reason we're having this argument.
I just said I was the faster. I didn't say I had more endurance.
It's too late now, Haldir.
I'll guess we'll do that when we hit Port Lilith.
Yeah, after Mug gets a bath.
Whisp is going to have such a busy time in Port Lilith because
We all need a bath.
Yeah, but Mug especially, okay?
we're going to have a party in a bathhouse.
Oh.
Then Wisp also mentioned going to a psychologist, therapist, psychiatric doctor, something like that for Silas's blood thing.
Specifically in Port Lilith.
I think
Okay.
there is a shopping list.
We said in the next port we go to, we have to try and find someone. That's what you made Silas promise you.
Okay. And also promise Verity a shopping trip.
And there's a cross-country day.
And now a race.
I believe we're staying here for a week or two.
Yeah.
Just so that Wisp can do everything.
So, unless anyone's got anything left,
I actually have a question.
Yep.
since we've been fighting those zomboys, did we lose any of our crew members? And if so, what have we done with the bodies?
Probably, if there's bodies, we toss them overboard.
Some of the bodies have been recovered and prepared for burial, and there was a burial, or there will be a burial conducted in the next morning.
We're doing burials at sea,
Yep.
which is kind of like dark without a sea.
Throw them overboard.
Instead of tossing them in the water and like having them float away, we instead toss them overboard and have them splat away, which is much more harsh. Yep.
So, it has gotten quite late. Most of the crew have gone and found their bunks. Some of them are still staying up and just keeping things ticking over until the next morning. At this stage, Haldir, Mug, and Wisp, you're pretty much the last ones sitting around in the mess hall. So unless you want to do anything else, you can make your way to your beds, and we can cut to the next morning. The only thing I will do is, Wisp, can you do a perception check?
This is going to be a very hard one.
And Haldir, can you do a perception check?
Mug should be doing one as well.
Yeah. Why is
Actually,
Mug not
yeah,
doing
sorry,
one?
Mug, can you also do one?
What?
Wait, what?
Okay. Good.
How many
Mug
things
gets
are
a
going on at the
perception
same time?
I've just got to remember what that was in with Mug.
So my thing happened in Wisp's room.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god!
You didn't notice anything. Either that or this was a 666 wasted on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Why this flipping?
Another question, Glenn. How big are the engine, furnace, whatever we use to?
It's reasonably big. It would. So the bunk space that 6 of your crew would be in, it takes up that kind of space.
So it would be big enough for cremation, for example.
Yeah.
That
This
would
is like
also
my
be
third.
fuel.
Right. So, Mug,
Oh, this is so shitty. Why did I waste it?
your hammock has been set back up.
Sorry, what?
Your hammock has been set back up, and you distinctly remember that it was not set up.
Oh, someone set my hammock up.
It has been set up. You do notice that the ropes have been put up differently.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So it's not done the same way as the last person who put it up. So from memory, Haldir showed you how to do it, and it's put up differently.
Yeah. Haldir, did you give me a magical hammock?
So Mug's gonna shout that out. Haldir, you're gonna hear this from where you are on the ship.
Uh-huh.
Likewise, you're going to find, sitting on your bed, a small pile of gold and a note.
Ah! He walks over and starts reading the note.
It says, "For beating me in the race, don't tell the captain."
What?
Haldir smiles and tucks away the note and takes the gold.
Right. Wisp, you're gonna walk into the room, and it's gonna fill with smoke immediately.
I'm gonna assume it's a fire and actually freak out. So I'm gonna try and get, I don't know, whoever's nearest, like up and out and like start freaking out.
Oh wow.
As I said, the smoke is like thin, so it dissipates soon.
it will dissipate. Basically, the whole room is going to fill with smoke, and it's going to linger for a bit, but eventually it will clear. So by the time you actually like grab a couple of people, it's already starting to clear.
Oh. I'm going to investigate, see if I can find anything that's like, what the hell?
You will find the mechanism on the inside of your door.
Oh. Right then. It's on. Pray.
Yeah.
It's whatever
last
god
time.
you have. I'm
It was
gonna like
last
shout,
time.
you better pray to whatever gods you believe in that you'll be safe.
Yeah.
Silas just like hears that and goes, "Huh? Wasn't it on when you stole my hammock?" And then he goes, "Eh," and he locks the door.
So Mug, were you doing anything or just jumping in as well?
Yes. No, Mug was going to find Haldir and ask him if he gave him a magical hammock that puts itself up, because it just put itself back up after he kept sleeping on the floor for
You
a while.
also vaguely remember that it was hidden.
Oh, yeah. It's strange that it just got out and put itself up. So Mug wants to know from Haldir how if he has a magical hammock.
Haldir is laying in his bed when Mark comes in and like, what magical hammock?
Yeah,
No.
it just put itself up with different rope, and I think I was hiding it, but it came out of hiding and put itself up.
Well, couldn't someone have found your hammock and wanted to be nice to you and put it back up?
Oh, did you put my hammock back up? But it was done differently. I don't think it was you, Haldir.
Maybe it was one of the other guys.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe it was Seda. A Wisp.
Oh.
Is it just?
Nope, we just lost Mug.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, we can
Yes.
hear you now.
okay. I think the voice just disappeared and I couldn't hear anything.
Yep. I think Haldir was saying it was Wisp or Seda.
I guess that they're both very nice. I will go and thank both of them because it was probably one of them.
Thank Verity at the same time. She could
Oh.
probably be that nice as well.
Or Bhajiri.
Yeah.
You never know.
Okay, thank you, Haldir. I will go and thank all of these people for putting my hammock up.
Go do that, and then Haldir just turns around in his bed.
So Mug, I'll say you'll make your way through the ship and just randomly thank each of these people in turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to presume you're also going to give zero context.
He's going to the context of, thanks for putting up my hammock, if it was you. It's great.
Right. Eventually you'll make your way back to your own bed, and as soon as you jump into it, it flips and turfs you back onto the deck.
Oh, it flips Smug out of it.
Yep.
Yes.
The way that, as you're lying and looking up from underneath it, that's when you realise the way the ropes have been hung, anytime you jump into it, it's going to flip you out.
Oh, something is wrong. Mug is going to Haldir now. Haldir, my bed is broken.
What is broken?
It doesn't let me sleep in it. What do I do?
Give me a moment, Bug. I'm gonna
Do
come
I
and
sleep
look
on
at
the
it.
floor?
No. Just give me a moment.
Okay, thank you. I know that you're clever. You can solve this.
Thanks, Mug. Haldir gets up from the bed, puts clothes on, and follows Mug out to see what's up with this hammock.
How broken is the hammock?
So, as you get there, you'll see that the way the ropes have been done is that anytime someone tries to climb in, it's just immediately going to flip.
Huh.
And it's been done that way on purpose.
That's some very neat rope work. And then he starts putting it down again. Remember, Mug, like this.
What was that again, Haldir?
Like this.
Yeah, I will remember that. Says Mug trying to concentrate. And
Try
probably
that.
not taking it out.
But now your hammock is up, so I'll go back to bed now. Good night, Mug.
Thank you for fixing it. You're the best, Haldir.
Thanks, Mug. Then Haldir just goes back to bed. Thinking, why did this have to happen when I'm sleeping?
So, you'll all eventually make your way to sleep. The next few days will be relatively uneventful. You will, both yourself and the Cirrus will catch up to the damaged ship and escort it the rest of the way into port. You will see the lights of Port Lilith off in the distance late at night, and prepare to arrive the next morning. A small skeleton crew will keep the ship going. Haldir, you, by your best estimates, reckon that you'll be there first thing at the dawn. So
Wonderful.
If people are happy to keep going, we will continue, or otherwise we can leave the arrival.
I'm very tired.
Yep. The only thing is, Silas, can I get you to do a dexterity check for the first morning? You get to use acrobatics.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that's actually a really good roll. 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 is 11, 13, 14. Wait. Numbers 10, 16, 18.
So, the morning of the arrival, everyone starts to wake up. Some are up on deck already doing their morning exercises. Silas, you get up, step out your front door, and start gliding down the corridor on oil. You manage to keep your balance and are effectively sliding at speed down the corridor.
Oh boy.
Eventually you run out of oil to slide on and keep your feet. But there is a good, healthy track of oil behind you.
Oh boy.
Then we've got to get back in there at some point.
And with that wonderful plank, we will arrive next session in Fort Lilith.
Can I order someone to go clean it up as soon as I get my
Yeah,
footing?
you can get your footing, arrive in the mess hall, and the first poor sod you see goes out to go and clean it up.
And it's not like he's friendly asking this time.
You go clean it up.
No, not even that. So you want to live, go clean now.
So, I'm gonna go home from people and or cackle some laughter, whichever works best.
Yo ho!
Someone enjoy that. Yoo-hoo!